So many.
My name is Lee.
In the arms of an angel, fly away from me. By the way, just so we all know, I am 100% sober.
Look at this. A face only a mother could love. Oh my goodness. I can't believe she didn't get a car too, because you know what? She got $6,000 from the insurance company for that accident, when honestly it was her fucking fault for being parked there without the lights on.
I'm on a journey. I'm just a dweeb. And Quirky's in the username for a reason.
She's got to be sucking on a pacifier at night, or at least sucking her thumb.
Oh my god, Rosie Core? Yes. I love
Of course you are.
Rosie Core.
What would that be? A musty, fart-filled rolling chair with track marks on the fucking kitchen floor?
My household pays for Amazon Prime, so it makes sense to benefit from that instead of just being paid and not really being.
Hello? Hello? Hey everybody. On the YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kick. Today we are going to go over a couple of things. Today, first we've got Quirkyloverosee wanting to start a podcast with Remy. And she claims it's not to just be about mental health or whatever, but you know her. Okay. So we just got to get into it. We've also got a little bit of foodie going on over here. I thought she was not going to be serious about this whole Syria thing. I really did. And well, now I don't know, because she's actually even already turned off her internet for when she leaves. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she's going to survive. I have a weird feeling. I don't know what it is, but I feel like she is not going to come out of this well. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to. We're going to start with Quirkyloverosee, because she is the queen of Girl World. So she's got to go first, right? We're going to be going over Busy Little Bee's channel. Because I don't feel like sitting through hours long of her and her bullshit. So we're going to do it with Busy. Okay. Please go subscribe. Give her some love. All right. Please like this stream if you wouldn't mind before let's get started. Hey, Busy. Ooh. Oh, what is it? Where is it? Damn it. Sorry, you guys. I'm so dumb. I forgot to do the whole thing. Son of a bitch. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. I still am not all the way awake, okay? Hi from New Zealand, Adrian. Oh, wow. How are you doing today? Is, is it late in the evening for you over there? Oh, let's see. Sorry about my mistake over here. I didn't realize I didn't do the damn thing with this. All right, here we are. Okay, let's go back and let's get to. Sorry about that again.
She has nothing that she's responsible for. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't help her community. She's got ass kissers.
Early morning. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, where was it?
All around. Yeah, she's a spoiled brat for sure.
The Dunning. Can you write that down, babe, and look up what that is?
I've heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Not the test, though.
Yeah. Can you? Once you look into that, let me know what it's all about.
Can you, like, what a bitch, dude.
It's really funny that she hasn't heard that
God.
term before. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a mental bias where people with low skill or a little bit of knowledge in an area think that they're like experts.
Okay.
It basically describes Rosie.
Oh, thank you, Christina. I think they're trolling. It's about some people thinking they're more knowledgeable than they are. Okay, cool. So someone go ahead and block them.
Pretty much you.
Hey, babe,
Yes, babe?
we're not taking that test.
She had mods
Did you hear
block
what I
people
just
who
said,
hit
love?
too close to home with the
What?
truth.
You
Yes.
weren't listening.
Yep.
No, I
I
wasn't. I'm
just
sorry.
said that because someone pointed it out in the chat. That
Yeah,
it's
okay.
what it is.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
trolling. I'm really bored of the buddy trolling. It's just lame.
We'll deal with
baby.
it because it's not going to
I'm gonna
stop.
wait till Levi's home. I'm gonna have him help me because there's a gigantic feel about.
Girl, it's funny you say that when you are literally best friends with this Barry Parm person who I truly, in my opinion, believe that this Barry Parm or whatever she is now, I think she's actually the giggle taint, but I'm not quite sure. Because Gypsy. See what I mean? How Gypsy and her are so much alike. I confused the fucking names. Damn, that was crazy. Freudian slip, right?
Package on the couch.
What can I say?
Oh, I don't know if I've said this yet, but I have very exciting news. Today is the first day since my injury that I've been able to put weight on my
God.
legs. I'm hoping it's just a pulled muscle, and by next week it'll be old news.
I can see Lee being in a shampoo commercial where his hair is flowing in the wind majestically.
Well, I don't know about all that.
We're still doing the Myers-Briggs, but someone suggested something else that was a troll. As soon as he gets home, I'm going to have him help me with a couple things.
Yeah, as soon as he gets home from work, I'm going to order him around to do everything for me.
Just like,
oh, God, is this the stream where I'm going to get really pissed? Oh, man. Well, welcome to Baby Girl's World.
there's specifically something I want to unbox that
yes, this
he
is
wants
it.
also
Oh, my
unboxed.
God. Oh, no, you guys.
You'll understand why when I unbox it.
Things like I was just talking about, like my
I'm going
mental
to
illness
rage,
and
just so
disabilities
you're
and
aware.
stuff like that, and you know, that's something I've never really talked about on a live before last night. So
Apparently they were talking about his mental health stuff in the members only stream the night before.
Yes.
And he said that he has morality OCD or moral OCD, something like that.
It starts with an S.
But he's also got bipolar, which is why he was discharged from the Navy. I find it odd that he didn't bring that part up.
I'm feeling good today.
You know,
because
he
didn't. I don't think he brought that up per se right away because this OCD thing is a new diagnosis for him. So I mean, that could be why, but I don't know for sure.
I have some of those compulsions, but they're not as I don't obsess over those compulsions as much as like morality does, if that makes sense.
And word to the wise, from my own experience, I wouldn't get too specific on what those compulsions look like, just because.
Oh yeah, I know.
This shouldn't get used against you. Is we are talking about setting up like a video podcast that'll be on my channel. I got a couple like messages from them referring to it as like a mental health podcast. Which I never said that.
You can't even make sure that your vlogs come out on time when we waited fucking over a month to see the Texas vlogs after you were home already, when we didn't even give a shit anymore. They were supposed to be exclusive member only content that you were going to give out while you were in Texas. And that was just a fucking way to get you some more members before you left, which is bullshit. But anyways, I digress because you had just gotten your monetization back. But, you can't even get those out on time. So how the fuck are you going to get a daily or a weekly podcast out? Girl, Hell no. No, you're going to teach Remy how to fucking edit, and he's going to be doing all the fucking work on top of school, probably.
I actually want to dive into a bunch of different topics, mental health being one of them for sure.
I think it's fine if they want to talk about their experiences with mental health.
Even though in the member-only content, when you said that you were going to be doing this stupid-ass podcast, you stated that a big reason you wanted to do it was to talk about mental health issues. Then somebody brings that up, and now all of a sudden, oh, I didn't say just that. Like, why is it that you have to be such a fucking bitch? Every other sentence is you being cunty in some fucking way. Okay? You need to realize and humble yourself real fucking quick. Otherwise, the time is going to come where someone's going to humble you, and it's not going to be fucking pretty.
Struggles or whatever, but speaking from a place of authority should not happen, especially with Rosie, and she tends to do that. She is the personification of the Dunning-Kruger effect. Like, she thinks she knows everything after reading one article. You know, that's not how that works. No. A podcast with these two would be a freaking snore
disaster. If not just a snore
Amanda, fest. I don't think that was a troll.
So now instead of just her scolding her mods, it's her and him. How fun.
Wonderful.
Anarchist, all I'm going to say is your personal experience with your disorder does not mean that it does not.
And that person wasn't even fucking trying to be a dick or anything or compare anything. This is purely Rosie jumping to conclusions and being an asshole again for like the 4th time now in this stream alone for no fucking reason.
Negate anyone else's experience, and just because it confuses you and it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to him. Comparing your disorder to someone else's disorder is weird.
They weren't.
Everyone has their own experiences.
Oh my
So are they now just going to go to bat for each other and they're going to be arguing with the chat? Is that what's happening now? This is the Rosie show?
Yep.
And I have actually read the DSM-5 criteria for OCD, and yes, it does vary a lot. The DSM also goes into like demographics for people with OCD, and like the way it presents differently for men versus women, you know. Kind of like probably one of the motivations for me opening up about this stuff, because I want to help people. I want to, you know, by being a good example or like giving advice or what have you, whatever that looks like.
On one of the Texas vlogs, I remember him saying that he used to find people on Reddit who seemed like they had no one to talk to, and he would message them. He would try to help them. This thing in him that wants to fix other people or be a good example for other people is going to lead him down some dark roads. You can't fix.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I was like that for a long fucking time. Not that I could so much fix people, but that I wanted to just be somebody unlike everybody else to people where, you know, you're just there for them and you don't expect anything from them. And then you end up getting used a lot. And before I would even realize it, I was already to the point of like falling apart. You know what I mean? So it's not always good to be that way. I mean, it's great to be a good person and want to be there for others, of course. Like, I will always be that way, and I'm sure he'll always be that way. But the thing about it is that you've got to be able to be very careful about who you are that way with, you know, because master manipulators like Rosie and like Gypsy Rose and stuff like that, the sociopathic parts of them are energy succubuses, and they suck it out of you, and they don't have any guilt or shame about it at all. So, I mean, you're young, Remy, so hopefully it doesn't take you too much longer to figure this out. But I believe that Roz is going to be one of your very major lessons in this whole area. All right.
It's other people. You certainly can't change other people. He's so young.
Well,
he probably doesn't recognize this yet.
No, you can't.
Hold on. Sorry, come in.
And why the fuck
Okay,
is Levi having to knock to get into the fucking home that has his name on it? Or at least did at one point. I don't know if his parents took it back or whatever. But why is he knocking after work all day? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll take these. Can you please?
I'll let her finish ordering Levi around after this. He just walked in the house from working all day, which Rosie hasn't done in years. And she automatically needs him to help her.
Yeah.
His parents,
in the last job she had it working from home and lost the job because of attendance. Yeah. How does that work?
My opinion, are really messing up his life by letting her live there.
How are you, honey?
Put this on the
How you
table
doing?
So we're safe.
Who's the baby?
And then, Levi, what I need your help with right now is the package on the couch and the packages on the front porch. Can you bring those in and put them on the oven for me, pretty please?
Yeah. Putting pretty please at the end of it doesn't make it any better, bitch. Okay? You are ordering this poor man around as soon as he walks in the fucking door from work. Doing a lot more than you've done in I don't know how long. Okay? You're such a fucking bitch, dude. You're such a fucking bitch. And just wait, it gets even better. Listen.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's so sweet. Her's eating sweet potatoes. What? I'm watching Roz and your baby's eating sweet potatoes. It's so funny. If you don't know, that's one of Roz's favorite foods is sweet potatoes.
Don't, you just spoiled it.
Oh, I gotta go back.
So what happened? Letting her live there.
Listen.
Put this on the table somewhere safe. And then, Levi, what I need your help with right now is the package on the couch and the packages on the front porch. Can you bring those in and put them on the oven for me, pretty please? Thank you so much. Oh, don't, you just spoiled it, Levi.
So what happened?
Now, notice how her reaction to the situation is what drew attention to it. No one even heard what the fuck he said. And why the hell is it so important to you that you have this air fryer as a surprise? We don't give a fuck about your fucking air fryer that you grifted from your audience. Nobody gives a fuck that much for you to talk to your brother that way, for one. For two, bitch, if you were my sister and you talked to me that way, you'd be having to pick up your fucking bottom lip off the floor for days to try to talk. Do you understand? That's fucked up. Your brother has just walked in the door from work, had to knock to get into his own fucking home, and is now being ordered around by you to put this there and take that there and pick up this and move that. And because he said the word fryer, we're having a fucking conniption. You need to get a grip on your fucking self, bitch, real fucking quick. And then you wonder why your daddy came into the chat soon after this is happening. Because, he probably got frustrated and called his parents. But maybe not because the phone was left on the table. But I'm just saying, dad came in at the right time, but didn't do a gosh damn thing, didn't say a damn thing to her. No, girl world, according to her, has to say something, even though it's just somebody observing the situation probably and calling it out for what it is, that you are an ungodly, evil, entitled fucking bitch that has no fucking shame in anything that you do to other people.
Right there is Levi quietly said something about an air fryer, and the way she responds, it shows us that she doesn't have much concern for people with autism, people who don't quite have the social understanding that most of us do. I'm sorry, but she has been showing more and more lately that she treats her brother like shit. And it's much, much worse when the camera's off, I'm sure.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure that, these are just bits and pieces of the real her slipping out, and that she's got to be much worse when the camera is off. Oh my God.
Thank you. I'm live.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So right there, it showed that he didn't know she was live, and she's like, I'm live. Now later
Does Quirky make a lot of money? She makes quite a bit, like I guess a few thousand, I would say, a month from YouTube and whatever. But at the same time, it's just she gets on here and she like hints and grips at her audience really, really hard. I mean, it's not even just like, hey, you know, if you want to, you know, you can check out my wish list in my description and leave it at that. No, she like highly like does this hinting shit. You'll see in the more I talk about her, she's just incredibly insufferable.
gonna say she's not mad at him.
Yes. YouTube is where you where you make good money. In fact, she could be making a lot more if her content was worth a shit, but she only gets a few thousand views per vlog and live stream because, you know, I don't know, she's just shitty. And she's got over 50,000 subscribers and she should have a way higher view count. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
Sound like someone who's happy with
like YouTube and Facebook are where it's at for them, where the money is.
him. She's upset that Girl World is more protective of Levi than she is.
And then Levi, before you go about your day, can you please 1 second?
She had to mute it because she didn't want us to hear how she's talking to him.
Yep.
She's being pissy with him.
Yep.
Because he had the nerve to talk about the air fryer that she wants to surprise everyone with. That's
Get your
hers.
fat ass up, bitch. Oh my God.
It wasn't rude. No, I'm allowed to be frustrated.
No,
I'm
bitch.
gonna repeat what I said.
No. Oh my God. Yes, everyone is allowed to fucking be frustrated, just like me right now. Okay. Your brother, though, is doing everything in his power to do for you, and you acting frustrated about something so stupid is just ignorance.
In my video earlier, yes, you're allowed to be frustrated. That doesn't mean you get to take it out on others,
Facebook is
especially
so
your
evil
autistic
to
brother
me.
who does everything for you, or your boyfriend who worships the ground you walk on for some dumbass reason.
Right.
He's like, whatever. I'm always a villain.
You're not a victim here.
Right.
Whatever. I just don't care. When you're done with that, Levi, would you hand me the
Again,
room and dustpan?
ordering him. The entire time your boyfriend was there to visit you, you did nothing but order him around. And then the one request that he had was to go to the beach, and you were like, I don't think that's a good idea. Something about fucking parasites and shit. Bitch. Oh, you just didn't want to walk through the sand because, yeah, for fat people, that's hard. Okay, I get it. But that was the one thing your boyfriend wanted to do.
I'll toss it. Also,
I don't either, girl. I don't understand it either. I don't know how she's got these people so wrapped around her finger and sending her stuff like this, because, like, I just don't get it. I don't understand people that, I mean, I don't know. I ponder about it a lot, honestly.
You bag it. Can you push it over here for a second? Like, he didn't know. I was just frustrated that he said what was in the package.
Yeah, that's just it. He didn't know.
I'm not being an asshole. I'm allowed to experience frustration.
If you didn't want to experience frustration, then you should have told your brother not to say anything about the package. Stupid ass.
I'm not mad at him. He didn't know. Like, it's fine. Why does it always have to be like I'm just so awful to my brother, and like everything I do around him, I'm the fucking villain? It's insane.
And we have a lot of love for
I
Levi.
experience frustration with my siblings too. Like, I think it's not abnormal.
Shut up, Remy. Nobody asked
There's
you.
experiencing frustration with someone, and then there's treating someone like shit. The way Rosie is so reactive and just flies off the handle in the moment It says a lot about how little emotional regulation she actually has.
Exactly.
As much as she likes to say, oh, I've worked on my stuff in therapy. Clearly, that's not the case. In my opinion, the reason Rosie's assholishness has been ramping up lately is because she has Lee and Barry gassing her up like this is some kind of badass bitch thing or something.
Yeah.
You're rude to your brother. You treat him like shit.
That doesn't
Anyone
make you
who's
look
around
good.
you treat like shit, including your boyfriend when he was there. He might like being a doormat, but I'm sure your brother doesn't.
Look at frog butt. Frog butt having ass bitch.
I'm sorry, I gotta say that was the fakest ass hobble I think I've ever seen. I think my kids faked it better when they were like 7 years old.
Here, Levi, I got a garbage bag for you so you don't have to come to the garage. Ugh.
Oh my God. Listen to her wheezing.
Oh. With Girl at my throat 24/7, I'm not allowed to even experience frustration.
You're allowed to be human, babe.
Shut the fuck up, Remy. Shut
You're
the
allowed
fuck
to
up.
experience frustration.
This package is insane. It's massive.
Ooh.
This is.
And you sitting there, Remy,
and
sitting there being like, oh, it's okay. You're allowed to experience frustration. No, bitch, you're being an asshole to your fucking brother. And there's no reason for it. So as your man, I'm standing up to you and letting you know that that's not okay, in my opinion. So it's not just Girl World, but it's me too. So you know what? I'm going to peace out on the rest of the fucking live. That's what I would have done. But hey, you know, I stand up for shit. I guess these two don't.
Wait. Oh, shit. Okay.
It's important that I put this in here, but also I hate that I've learned so much through Girl World, including knowing what struggle P is.
Right.
PORN, you know? That's actually a thing.
I know.
People like get off seeing fat women struggle to do things. I wish I didn't know that.
So
Thanks
weird.
a lot, Amberlynn and Tommy. Ugh. But this is what this is.
Okay.
And she knows it.
I'm so excited about this. I'm sorry, my hands are just
She knows
really
it.
bad. This is heavy. Give me a second.
Take your time.
It's a new air fryer, bitch. I'm so excited.
That was the whole reason you got mad at your brother.
Come on.
So that you could do that with an air fryer.
So
oh my God.
People.
And there it is. Come on, Lee. I need you to help me do this. That's not going to work. And if it does, you both deserve each other.
Right.
Ow. Sorry.
Oh my God. Look at me. It's so hard.
Damn it.
You got it, babe.
Try standing up.
Oh.
There you go.
God.
That was so much more dramatic than it needed to be, but oh my God, did that hurt.
Oh, look who
I
it is.
didn't realize I don't think I have the stamina for setting this up without my brother's help, which is pissing me off.
Right. Because you're so independent. Yeah, totally.
I could deal with this on my own if I could get up and down easier. Fuck it. I know he wants this air fryer. Maybe more than I do. So hold on, let me text him.
The hell does he
Can you
care
come
about
help me
the
with
air fryer?
Question mark. It's too big and heavy, and I'd like to try to use it for the chicken nuggets for us. Let me know if you can help me.
This girl and food is like insane.
That man left his phone on the dining room table.
Bitch.
I think he did that on purpose, and I think that was a great move, Levi.
Hi, Matthew Owens.
This community is so generous. Holy shit. I'm so fucking blessed because like shout out to Julie because I don't know when it's arriving, but I'm getting a 6-pack of the Toto's Social Tonic.
Yeah, they're so generous that they're sending you THC instead of, I don't know, you getting healthcare. Seems like you and your members and your supporters really got your priorities fucked up.
Yeah.
And she keeps talking about how great her community is. She has a turnover rate in her chat like I've never seen anywhere else.
She does.
Even Foodie Beauty kept her beezers longer than Rosie keeps friends and supporters.
They're saying they can hear an
They
echo
usually,
on your end, baby.
the supporters that Rosie has usually end up like having her be rude to them, and then they come over to the reaction channels and realize, oh, this bitch, it doesn't care who she says what to. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
There was no
I don't
echo.
know.
I don't hear one.
Okay, hold on. When you're done doing what you're doing, I need your help with the new air fryer or later. You're good to go. There's one slice of carrot cake left. I kind of want to save it until he and I are together again.
Girl.
We've been together for over 7 months, right, babe?
Yes.
Can you put this in the living room then? Because it's so heavy.
Oh my God.
Killed my arms getting out of the boxes. We are all human, and then there's a bunch of shots of people, and it says here on their hands, words hurt.
Words only hurt if you let them. Exactly. That's what I've learned. If you don't value someone's opinion, their words mean shit. So like when Rosie calls us all pieces of shit or says we have no life, it doesn't affect most of us because we don't care what she thinks.
Right.
But to Rosie, words are violence. Words are dangerous to her.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Girl, calm the fuck down, man. Seriously.
Oh, they're sunglasses.
Oh, they're not just any sunglasses. They're not just any sunglasses. They're not just any sunglasses. Hell yeah! We're so back, baby! Oh my God! So my goal here is that I bought at least a minimum 3 months plus worth of drink packets.
Can't pay for one doctor's visit or even 1 month of healthcare. No, but she can pay for 3 months worth of drink packets. I don't ever want to hear her bitch about not having access to healthcare or access to doctors again. She chooses where to spend her money, and she's choosing drink packets, fake nails, and Built bars.
Yep.
So that's the thing. But then also I got like different body care stuff, different things that I need for different reasons that may not be super specific. But so I've been really excited to try Weiler.
Yeah, I can do that.
Packets. Okay, baby. And then I got a sun kiss for Rob.
Yeah, of course. Actually probably be like tomorrow or something if you're available in the evening time. Like you said, you're more available at that in the evening, so am I. So it'll probably be like maybe like 7 or 8, something like that. But yeah, that would be fun.
Variety pack? No, Heather, I haven't been able to read because like the pain's been too fucking much.
What does she mean? She hurt her knee and her toe, so she can't read and she can't edit vlogs. Her excuses are crazy.
I'm really bummed about it, but it is what it is. Because it was like $20.
That's funny.
Or something.
I'm sorry, the way business did it.
But I've been really wanting to try the Tarani drink enhancers. So I got this was 2 packs, so they're both about $5 each. If I come here next month,
I cannot believe that you're already out of all of the drink packets you just bought. Like, what was it? Couple weeks ago that you did that, maybe a month ago that you did that haul from Amazon with all of those drink pack. That's crazy.
Bring me for it. But I'm very excited.
Oh, rice pudding.
I've been wanting to try the Flavor Aid brand. So this is.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. It says fingerless glove heart hands. I love you. You are so amazing. Nice to see you, dear.
This is a really good price. 44 packets for this 4C brand. Never heard of 4C.
Oh, I'm so
glad.
So
I got the variety pack of the Sonic drink packets. Hamaka, right?
I'm really beginning to wonder if Lee has some kind of humiliation
Hamaka thing,
because he'll say something to her and she'll just completely ignore him and talk to chat.
Hamaka. Hello.
Is it really said like that? Like because I was like full on feeling stupid because I thought she was just not pronouncing Jamaica correctly. Hamaka, okay. And now I feel so stupid.
Thank you so much, Pocket. All right, and then for the traditional Wireless Light flavors, I got lemonade, strawberry lemonade, pink lemonade, and blueberry lemonade. So I'm gonna have such a variety of opinions on all these different brands. I'm very excited.
Someone said it's like hibiscus, right?
Obsessed with that, Court. Can that be her full legal name?
I know.
It's not. It's not with a J, Nutty, because it's Hispanic pronunciation, right? It's not. It's a box of True Lemon, a box of True Lime, and a box of True Orange. This I really need this for my hands. This is a cordless nail drill to help me. Because the hardest part of doing my nails is trying to file it on the inside to get it to grip.
She got so many boxes of those drink packets, and then she got this, but she needs it. She says she needs it. This woman wouldn't know what it's like to go without. She has no idea what it's like to actually struggle. I think that's why her hand pain and her experiences going out and having a waiter who wasn't up to par in her eyes,
right,
and a woman who commented on her weight, like all this is so extreme to her because she doesn't know actual struggle,
exactly,
actual real life problems,
exactly. And it's like when you have those issues, when you fucking, like, I've been homeless before, when that shit happens to you, you really start to learn the true meaning between, or the true difference between wants and needs. You know, it really ticks me off how she just takes symptoms and runs. Exactly. She does. And she has to go to the extreme with every fucking symptom. Everything means something extreme. You know what I mean? And it can't just be like, you know, hey, you were having a bad day or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? But this whole difference between needs and wants thing gets me, because that Amazon haul where she had the nails and all that shit on there, calling it needs, and what was she saying it was? I can't remember, but she pisses me off so bad my brain starts to get all fucking worked up and jumbled, and I can't fucking think. I want to And you know what's weird? On several different chats, even in Foodie Beauty's chat recently, and you'll see it when I cover the next thing. Someone says in her comments about how Quirky's mouth pisses them off, and there's so many other creators I've heard that from, and other like viewers that I've heard that from, and I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was the only one. Your mind does that too? Yeah. So, I mean, I've been realizing lately that a lot of the feelings I've been having, there's other people that have those same feelings. I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
Good air fryer liners. Oh, yeah. And I think there's probably a few more drink packet related things coming, but this is the majority of them.
We got the wheezy lungs and her stomach. You can see how low it hangs when she walks into frame. Yeah. And it looks like she must hit it with her knee when she walks.
I think she does.
That's wild.
I know. I think she does. Did you see people are now comparing Lee to Roz's dad? Oh, wow. I never even thought about that. That is so true. That is so true. Oh, and you know what's even weirder is that I heard somebody else talking about it, how she's like mean to her mom, but like she's always like super cool with her dad. Did you ever notice that? Like she's just a huge bitch to her mom. 9 times out of 10, you know, but when it comes to her dad, she's not like that. I wonder if she's got like some attention need from her dad or something like that. I don't know. And look at the cupboards are wide open.
I need my glasses back. How small the chat is.
Fucking shut.
I want to wear those more, but
aggravates me. Yeah, her mom is a big pushover, really, and I think her calling the cops to see what she could do is she wanted some kind of authority to go over there and like demand her to fucking get out, because she knew that it was going to take way more than her just saying it. And I still believe that they want her to get out, but you know, now it's just like maybe hopefully she leaves with Remy, you know, at one point. But also, I don't know about now, but the dad was a mod for a while and the mom wasn't. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's weird. That's crazy.
Incoming.
She like thinks of her mom as just like a like it's hard to explain. Like she just somebody that she could just use and walk all over because well her mom I guess allows it, but to some extent. But at the same time, it's still your mom, you know? Yeah.
So now they're going to be doing this
it
Meyer-Briggs person.
It translated a lot to me as well, Rice. Honestly, yeah. And I think that, you know, she also blames the mom for, you know, doing all she could and getting that education and everything like that, and still not believe that she doesn't or that she's not autistic. You know, she may have thought that, you know, okay, well, my mom will see now that I am. It just wasn't ever going to come to par because she's not, you know. Right. Yeah. You know, my mom and I have our moments. She's still like my best friend. But at the same time, I do understand when people have, you know, rocky relationships with their parents for whatever reason that might be, but they still have a borderline, you know, a baseline respect. You know what I'm saying? Putting the headphones on and sunglasses doesn't make you autistic. Exactly. That I thought that was so fucking crazy when she went to see the fucking doctor and she hurries up and has to make sure her headphones are there, all this and that. Why are you playing off of a statistic? And then the doctor obviously realizes that, you know, like, okay, this is definitely somebody trying to malinger right now because she's put on all the different statistical things that she thinks are what she needs to be autistic. When if you're autistic, you're just autistic, you know? Like it's so crazy how she thinks. And that she thinks she's actually believable, you know?
Personality assessment thing. And she answers like Amber Lynn answered when she did the narcissist test online. Rosie is really delusional about how she is and who she is in this world.
Okay, so you regularly make new friends. I don't know how to answer that. I've recently made new friends.
But does it count if all your friends are online, including your boyfriend?
Right.
I would say there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options between agree and disagree. So
yeah, she is thinks she's convincing because of her hug box. Yeah, definitely. And I don't understand why these people are so gung-ho on being her hug box. You know, it's crazy. But if you notice, though, her audience has like a high turnover rate. You know, there's just always like a circular, it's like a revolving door of people. And they always have her like be rude to them at some point, and then they end up at the reaction channels or they become one themselves because she gets so bad. That it's crazy because she okay, Amber Lynn and Foodie have, well, Foodie has probably, but Amber Lynn and Foodie have never enraged me like Rosie has. I mean, at least with Foodie, when she enrages me, there's a calm down period. Okay. With her, there's like one right after another. Constantly new names. Yeah, definitely. And new name is one of them. Or is it no name? I don't remember.
Go like one off from disagree.
Did you hear the news that Barry Parm is MIA? Yeah, I saw that. And I'm wondering, you know, that new one on there that because she says she's not going to reveal who it is anymore, who Barry is. Is she giggle taint now? Because that happened to come up right after all this. And you know damn well that would be a Barry Parm name. You know, new name and no name have been in her. Oh, that's weird. Bras head it's different. And it's like it's so different with her. And like the whole mouth thing. Like, why does her mouth piss me off? Like that should not be a thing. I don't get it. If she was smart, she shouldn't even tangle that in front of us. Oh God, yeah, teardrop. And I if she's got to have somebody be, that person that just rides for her, is she going to be able to do the same for them? And why are they, what is their motive, or what are they getting out of it? I don't know. With her, it's so hard to, and like I said, every time I go to say something about this bitch, so much goes through my fucking mind, I can't even say a complete sentence. You know what I mean? It is fucking weird. Totally.
Your ideas and viewpoints. Absolutely agree.
Thanks for
You are
being here,
not
Rice.
easily
I'm glad to
swayed
talk
by
to you.
emotional arguments. Disagree.
You struggle with deadlines. What? Oh man.
I'm one off from agree. Ooh, you rarely feel insecure. Honestly, I'm gonna go neutral on that one. Dead middle.
Maybe she doesn't
typically
realize
lurk,
how
yeah.
insecure she comes off. The bravado she's got is very transparent. And there's a whole lot of insecurities hiding behind that very thin veneer of bravado.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
She even thinks people
The middle child syndrome is real with this bitch.
want her boyfriend, who she has to remind to shower and brush his teeth.
Ew, really?
You avoid making phone calls. Hard disagree.
I would say agree to that.
Yeah, they clearly are.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite on that end for you.
Yeah.
Of you.
You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas.
Okay, hot take. I hate debates. And I hate debating. Because I just feel like debating is just two people trying to convince each other that the other person's right.
Debates are logical conversations,
right,
with two different viewpoints. You're not trying to convince the other person who holds an opposite viewpoint. You're just stating your side.
Exactly.
I think Rosie equates debates with arguing.
Exactly.
And Lee's area of study is philosophy.
It's her birthday.
Big part of philosophy is debating about morals and ethics and different takes on life.
And it's like, I don't want to debate you. I want to have a conversation.
Happy birthday, Busy Bee. Happy birthday, Busy Bee. I'll have to go over to her channel and wish her a happy birthday today. Oh, that's so cute. Well, I'm on her channel. What am I saying? I'm so dumb. Anyways, I'll do that in just a second here. Yeah, debate is a fucking simple conversation. She just hates having somebody with an opposing opinion that she can't convince to go to her side. You know what I'm saying? She has to have that I guess I don't know what I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, agree to disagree. That's kind of what I'm saying, She can't handle that.
I hate debating.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm going to go
I like how
he's
like, interesting.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. I prioritize both.
First of all, bullshit, because your whole groomed into feederism victim story, that was not honest.
No.
If there's something she wants to hide from us, she will. That's not honesty. She's not sensitive to other people. She doesn't give a flying fuck about anyone but herself.
Right.
That's what I've learned from covering her over the last couple of years. She'll act like she cares, but it only lasts until her mask slips.
Yeah, she's not willing to listen to other people, and that's you can't have someone with an opposing opinion come into her chat. She'll just immediately block you. And that's come on, welcome all opinions so that you can have a discussion. There's so many different people in the world. Not everyone is going to agree with you. You know what I mean? And it's okay. It's not something that you should be upset about. It's diversity, And she shuts down and she victimizes herself immediately. so that, oh, come to me and sympathize for me. It does. You are closed-minded. If you cannot accept that there are opposing opinions to you or have a simple discussion with people with different opinions, then you definitely have a closed mind. That's like the worst thing that you can have, in my opinion, especially as a content creator. How are you going to be a content creator like that? That's why you have no views on your fucking shit, because that's how you are. Yeah, how can you function with that limited thinking? Like, how do you that's got to be the main reason you don't leave your fucking house. Because God forbid somebody, says something to you or whatever, you're going to fucking lose your goddamn mind, which you probably have many times, and we've just not seen it on camera. And sometimes, though, her bullshit stories, like that one story she told where, I know, like a decade, dude, crazy. And it all started, she wonders where the hate train started. The hate train started because of Instagram, and that's where everyone followed you from Instagram over here. And you thought that because it was a different platform that those people weren't going to fucking follow you here or whatever. I don't get that. You think that every platform has its different set of people and that people don't follow you in different spots. It's really weird to me. Yeah, it does. The hate train stems from her. That's where it starts and ends pretty much. But she is so performative. Oh my gosh. It is insane. And there's just like little shit too that you wouldn't even realize is performative. That is performative for whatever stupid ass little reason she's got in her mind. Mew mew. Sorry if my cat interrupts. He likes to come in the windowsill and sit by me. Yeah, and the little things build up and they matter,
Because my reason for this thinking is like,
yeah, like you said, it all adds up.
When people are like, just walk around like, well, I'm a black person to justify being a dick.
That's what you do. Are you kidding me?
Literally watched her use that rhetoric to justify being a dick. So that's really funny that she doesn't like that.
Say what you mean and mean what you say. Something I like to live by. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. Disagree.
Your cat is snoozing hard. Oh, I love watching them sleep. They're so cute. This is my first cat I've ever had, my own, and I love him. I have fallen in love with cats. I usually am a dog person. I have a chubby beagle basset hound, and he's the love of my life. He's my husband. I'm just kidding. But then my cat is it's a whole different kind of love. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain.
You often feel overwhelmed, heavy, and grief.
I'm sorry you hear that, honey. My condolences.
I do not enjoy. No, actually, I don't.
I love how animals are there for us, especially after a passing in our family or within our communities or whatever. Our pets are definitely our saving grace in those moments.
Actually, I have to put agree for that one.
Wait, okay. I'm going to put one off from disagree because there's some team-based stuff I do like, but I don't know.
You enjoy experimenting with...
See, I love that. That's so sweet, In sadness brought you happiness. You know what I mean? That's so sweet. And speaking of dads being passed away, you know what? I got my dad's right here. I mean, I'm not trying to be weird, but this is my dad. He sits at my desk with me. Well, that's a part of him, I think. I don't think it's the whole dad, but whatever. You know what I mean?
New and untested approaches. Hard agree for me.
Same.
You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action.
Sorry, my chicken nuggets didn't cook properly on the second row. I just bit into raw chicken.
She actually did. She's going to show it in a minute. And the chicken inside is pink.
I said that in my last video about her that pretty soon, if she doesn't start doing something about herself, she's going to have to start putting urns on her wish list. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even lying. Oh, manly. Oh, gosh. I hear you, honey. Oh, should I erase that message? That one? So, what can I? How do I do that? Let me see. I know you wouldn't, honey. So I was like, at first, what? But I often catch myself having to tell Lee to shut the hell up because he just sits there and does nothing but stick his head so far up her ass. Her frog butt consumes him.
It looked like Natter's chicken all over again.
I have to recook all this. That is raw. That's raw.
I know. I often have caught myself accidentally saying Levi when I meant Lee. It's so weird.
Levi?
Frog butts.
Levi!
I
Those
probably
3
have one
nuggets
myself.
I gave you might not be cooked properly. Hey, this is not my week. I don't know what's going on.
I have like a weird bubble butt with a frog at the end.
These are cooked. Okay.
No.
I want to go neutral, but I think my honest answer to this one is like, I guess it's like agree. It's like extremely agree, somewhat agree, neutral, and then same for disagree. So I'm gonna go somewhat disagree. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Heavy agree.
Well, yeah, because you have nothing to do. You don't have a job. You don't have any obligations. You don't have any responsibilities. You don't help anyone else. So, of course, most of us have jobs. We have kids. We have families. We have responsibilities. We have things that we have to do. And so
a life outside of
schedule
YouTube. You know what? Her whole world is YouTube.
Really, really helpful. And I think that her life would be a lot better if she was on a regular sleep schedule. She was productive.
Yeah, she's not an insomniatic, as she would say, which I so believe is an Amber thing that she's trying to do. She has studied Amberlynn so hard that a lot of this comes from her studying Amberlynn. I swear to you, like these weird words she makes up, like insomniatic and stuff. It's all Amber thing that she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She's very calculated with all this. Hi, Moonfleck. You just got out of the hospital? Oh, no. I hope you're all right. Yeah, she is very chronically online. Sorry, I'm doing a
during
Rosie
her day,
reading chat.
and she started getting out more. But is she going to do that? Hell no.
You really worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Agree.
A lie detector determined that was a lie.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation?
I used to not be that way. I kind of am now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not heavy agree, but agree. Because I will, like, if I see someone wearing like a cute accessory or something like that, that's what I do. You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of created works. Disagree. I am very interested.
Yeah.
People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers and data. Heavy agree.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. Facts are much more reliable than feelings.
Right. Exactly.
People experience things differently. Some people.
Pause. What?
Are made tough. Some people.
Roz, you're agoraphobic and sit in a chair. When do you meet people right? Thank you. You don't have to do that, sweetheart. Oh my God, that means so much to me. You don't have to do that though, honey. I really love you. I appreciate it so much. Oh, you're so nice. That's okay, hon. I was wondering, I'm like, pause for what? Oh, thank you.
Or not. Some people are going to go through life like Rosie, always being the victim.
You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes. Agree. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
Trauma, baby.
I try not to. I try to be real positive, but this bitch.
I mean,
everything's trauma.
It kind of depends, I guess.
It was very much worth it. I really appreciate it so very much. And you so don't have to do that, sweetheart. You're amazing. I really love it, though. Thank you.
I'm putting neutral for that one.
Rosie claims that, yeah, she agrees with that because trauma, baby. I'd love to know what she means by that, because anytime she's been without anything, someone helps her. She has never wanted for a single damn thing that she didn't get.
No.
Like I said in the last video, Rosie is the epitome of a spoiled brat.
Yep.
And she's almost 35 years old.
She's never going to change, though, until she's made to. You know what I mean? Like, if she just keeps getting, coddled and treated like this, she's never going to fucking change from this behavior. It's going to take a real hard slap in the fucking face, rock bottom like a motherfucker. And I fear that before that happens, she's going to end up leaving this world, because she's just gotten so much worse than even from the time I started watching her. I started watching her stuff about Roz. I came in kind of late, I guess. She was with that Jeff guy, that piece of garbage. She is gaining a significant amount of weight compared to even a year ago. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, and then I keep seeing like retro content and stuff of her, and I'm like, damn, like you could actually kind of see her neck then. But now it is just gone. And she just keeps getting bigger. You know what I mean? And it's like a diabetic coma is going to hit, or something's going to, I just, and I worry it's going to be on stream.
You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Agree. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living.
Disagree. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Heavy disagree on that.
I know.
I
would be really, really scared. And she keeps alluding to something going on that she can't talk about, and I hope it's got something to do with you fucking doing something about this, bitch, because I fear every stream we're watching, it's going to be the time she just goes down,
Bullshit. We've seen her so many times arguing with Stefan, other girls from Paradise, Amber, other people like that. We have seen her. She just wants to make her point. Half the time, she doesn't even know what the fuck her point is. When she was on the TikTok panel talking to Stefan with all the other girls there.
I don't like her either, but I don't want her to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that level of a hatred for anybody. You know what I mean? It's just, it's sad, really. And I hope to God she's not going to be performative all the way to the fucking very end and just ignore this, but it's going to be diabolical if she doesn't change soon. It really is. It's going to be scarier and scarier every stream. Hey, honey, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to leave this play.
Someone asked her.
Yes, I used to love that show, Hoarders. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a little while, but I used to love it.
Your end goal.
Oh, you know what? We should watch those sometime. Oh, God, they really trip me out and they make me want to clean my house. I'll be right back, honey.
Here. And she's like, that's a really good question. I hadn't thought about that. Then why the fuck are you there? You didn't care about anyone else's feelings. You were there to prove your point. That's how we know this is a lie.
Yeah.
Heavy disagree. I do the opposite. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments.
I know, I'm excited.
If I'm being honest, that's a heavy agree. Do I like that about myself? I disagree.
And that's probably why she's so uneducated and why she thinks the way she does. because emotions matter more to her than factual arguments. That's wild.
You often end up at the last possible moment and tasks efficiently, often completing them well before the deadline.
Disagree.
I'm gonna do actually I'm gonna do disagree, not heavy disagree, because I do try. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
Disagree.
In a lot of these questions, it shows how totally opposite they are. And yes, opposites can attract, but they generally do not stick around.
When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Heavy agree.
Oh, this is what I'm working on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put slightly agree because I'm working on it.
Again, she is announcing that she puts feelings before facts. That's not going to end well for any of her relationships.
You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Again, I feel like I do both. So I'm just going to put...
Yeah.
I'm going to put somewhat disagree.
I honestly think that Barry is taking advantage of that fact that Rosie will go with emotions over facts any day. Someone gets her riled up enough claiming that there's a coordinated attack being made on Twitter. Even if it's not true, it's going to get her worked up. And it's going to make her distrust everyone but that person. If she doesn't see what Barry's doing, she's actually blind. We all see it.
You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. What do you mean?
Disagree.
I'm super even-tempered. I never freak out under pressure. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Not me hitting heavy disagree.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, it's hilarious that you lash out at your viewers and brother because the fucking burner wasn't working the way you wanted it to. Yeah, that's really cute and funny.
You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Heavy agree, bitch.
But yet she wants to claim that Girl World uses her past against her. We call her out for the shit she's doing today. We called her out for the shit she was doing in June. We call her out for recent things. But we also got to tell the story about her lore, where she came from, what she's done. That's not us holding her past against her. She's the one who seems to hold her own past.
You control them.
Ooh.
I want to put disagree, but I know that's wrong.
I'm putting neutral for that one. I'm
putting somewhat agree. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than what is most logical or efficient. Oh my God. Heavy agree.
I would really love to know whose feelings Rosie is ever taking into consideration. She worries about her and her alone. She is one of the most self-involved people I think I've seen on the internet. And this is what I mean when I say that she's not really self-aware. She is extremely delusional about how she comes off.
You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places. Have you disagree?
Sometimes I like the noise.
Yeah, the chaos is too much for me. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof.
I'm going to put disagree.
I'm going to put heavy agree.
Ash break.
You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Hi, baby girl.
That man seems to really love his cats, and it's an afterthought for her. She doesn't give a fuck. She wants to go ahead with this test. She doesn't care about the cats. Ugh, she's so fake.
Okay. You're more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning in choice. Have you agree?
Slightly disagree. I'm working on it.
He keeps saying he's working on it, like putting feelings above facts is a good thing. That's really strange to me because that is the opposite of how I operate. Facts are much more important than feelings. It seems that Lee is still learning about who he is, and Rosie seems to be trying to influence who he becomes, and not in a good way.
Your personal type is mediator. INFP/T or -T.
No way.
What?
Oh,
Mine
I
is also
totally
mediocre.
agree.
No way.
I totally agree with you about them. I don't see a spark at all, and I don't know how. Like, it just seems like every time we see Remy, he doesn't even act. You know how a man acts when they're like into their lady. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get that with them. And then with hoarders too, I do feel bad as well because of their mental health issues, you know, and it just would be sad to me. Like, it's almost like you couldn't be mad at them for that kind of a thing. You can for certain issues within, but like when it comes down to the core reasoning behind it, like it's really awful. It's hard to see, you know. I, on the other hand, have the opposite where I clean and clean and clean to the point of exhaustion, and I'm still like, oh my god, it's so dirty.
INFP/T.
Nature between thinking and feeling, I'm 93% feeling. Ash is such a cutie patootie.
No, I can't stand listening to her chew. I hate it. I hate it.
The way she shovels more food in her mouth before she's even swallowed the last.
Right. And it's always this huge fucking massive bite. Remember when Amber Lynn choked on the potato? I've always said it's because they put these massive bites in their mouth. And that's another thing. I totally believe that Amber Lynn was into the feederism community way before she ever met Tommy. I'm sorry, but there's even mention of it when she was with Destiny to some extent. There's my Mew. Hi. Hi, my babies.
Bite is
Come
so
say
disgusting, but I
hello.
had to leave it on there because it's very telling about how she is.
Come say hello.
Cobra Kai is the TV show, right?
It's okay. It's okay. What? You want to be in the window? I know. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Girl,
What
I'm
are you
too
all worried about?
traumatized
What's
for
going on? You okay?
scary houses and shit. I don't do jump scares. My parents were not as strict as like a lot of religious families can be.
But she said that she was so sheltered in her childhood and her parents were so strict on her. Now that's changing? All right.
Boy. You mommy sleepy kitty boy.
I'm sorry for not being more talkative.
Yeah.
I know I've been kind of quiet during this live. I think I want to talk about something.
Okay, what's so funny?
Yeah.
Being on these lives, I love being on these due to my anxiety. However, I still choose to be a part of these lives because I like to challenge myself, and it does help me.
I believe that you also have been in this since you got here for the attention. I think that you have always wanted to be at this level on stream with Rosie and stuff. I believe it makes you nervous, but I do believe you did and have been wanting attention.
Me get out of my shell more. So like, and I feel like I've already made a lot of progress because the very first live we did, I was hella nervous and anxious.
Save me some.
His cadence is a lot like Rosie's, where he does those dramatic pauses and he talks really, really slowly. There's a whole lot of run-on sentences, but all right. I just don't think that they have anything of interest to talk about on a podcast, and they're actually planning to do one.
I know, right?
I don't think anyone's here for that.
I never thought I'd be, you know.
This is basically a fucking podcast. If you want to, if you know, you guys sitting and talking, you're doing it right now. So what are you going to do in these videos that is going to be any fucking different than this? Boring ass shit.
Dating a content creator.
Now, if that isn't a red flag that gives her pause.
Thank you, Morbid. Oh, cool. Sent a makeup brush. I love it. That's so cute. Thank you so much.
luck to
you
her.
guys are so
She's missing
sweet.
all these red flags. He seems starstruck. Like, oh, I never thought I'd be dating a content creator. Oh, this is just so uncomfortable. They're so uncomfortable together. It's so
they are
unnatural.
very. It's like really unnatural, and I do agree. Like you said, opposites attract. I get it. I don't know how jewels work. I've been listening to you, and oh, that's cool. That's fine. I don't know how they really work myself. I should probably like look it up, but I just love that they're like their little cute different pictures like on TikTok. I think that's awesome. Does it come on the screen too? I didn't see it if it did. I mean, I could see it on here, but I don't see it like if it comes on the screen. That's cute.
You inspire me
Oh,
to
you
be
know
my
what I
best
can do?
self.
I didn't even think about it. I'm an asshole. I'm so sorry, you guys.
So I have been streaming on YouTube
I
for
forgot
about,
that I
well,
can
I've been
show
on
your
YouTube for about 3
comments
years.
up
I don't
here.
remember.
She
I
fully
apologize.
ignored
Rice pudding, forgive me. I could have put those up on the screen and I didn't. I apologize.
that comment, and that was really sweet of him to say. I don't buy it, but it was nice of him to say. I remember Rosie before when she was dating Jeff talking about, I'm not going to turn my dating life into content.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that because then it would feel performative. Well, look at you now.
Yep. Look at how the eating on camera thing, you know, it started off, I'm not going to do that on YouTube, and I'm not making food and eating on camera on YouTube, and now that's all she does. What are you doing? Kicking me with your back feet. What are you doing? Look at his belly. Look at his belly. Sorry.
All feel it is palpable
Look at his belly.
how uncomfortable y'all are
Look at his
together.
belly.
It's a mismatch.
Gamer Girl, that did not need to be deleted. That's something we plan on talking about when I
Ow,
review, like,
why
the
do you always gotta
podcast and
bite
stuff,
me?
though,
Be
blissfully.
nice.
Yeah, I'm low key like
And then you
a little
like, then you
excited
give me
to
kisses.
tell my
I bite you
story.
and I get,
You know,
ow,
I
thank
do have a
you.
story to tell,
Ow.
and I hope that it can be inspiring to others.
I think we all have a story to tell in
Love
some
bites
respect,
from my
but
kitty boy.
the world doesn't need to know everything.
Love
And
bites from
it
the
just
kitty
seems to me
boy.
like we were all right. He was looking for a public platform and he got it. I would like to know where his
That's
moral
exactly
or
what I think,
morality
too.
OCD, whatever it is called. I don't know if it's moral OCD or morality OCD. Either way, where the hell was that when you were cheating on your boyfriend to message Rosie and try and get with her? We'd all like to know.
That's kind of what I feel like my purpose in life is.
Yeah, but at the same time, he said in the beginning that he just had messaged her to like be friendly, and maybe it was kind of like that thing he would do with people on what did he say, on Reddit or something, where if he felt like they were lonely, he would just message them and talk to them. I think that's like how he said it started with him and Roz, and she threw out her fucking, what is it, her rope, and wrangled him around the neck and brought him into herself.
Is to like help people, whether that be like practically or emotionally. Like, life is hard, you know. Life is not easy, you know. Like, it helps to have friends, and people to have your back, to support you, and you know, I want to be that.
What?
Starstruck. Like, oh, I never thought
I
I'd
love
be
you
dating
too.
a content creator. Oh, this is just so uncomfortable. They're so uncomfortable together. It's so
Did
unnatural.
I go back?
You inspire me to be my best self.
So I have been streaming on YouTube for about, well, I've been on YouTube for about 3 years. I don't remember.
She fully ignored that comment, and that was really sweet of him to say. I don't buy it, but it was nice of him to say. I remember Rosie before when she was dating Jeff talking about, I'm not going to turn my dating life into content. I wouldn't do that because then it would feel performative. Well, look at you now. We can all feel it is palpable how uncomfortable y'all are together. It's a mismatch.
Gamer girl that did not need to be deleted. That's something we plan on talking about whenever we do like the podcasting stuff, though. Blissfully.
Yeah.
Go on, Mew Mew.
Yeah, I'm low key like a little excited to tell my story. You know, I do have a story to tell, and I hope that it can be inspiring to others.
I think we all have a story to tell in some respect, but the world doesn't need to know everything.
Right.
It just seems to me like we were all right. He was looking for a public platform and he got it.
Yep.
I would like to know where his moral or morality OCD, whatever it is called. I don't know if it's moral OCD or morality OCD. Either way, where the hell was that when you were cheating on your boyfriend to message Rosie and try and get with her? We'd all like to know.
That's kind of what I feel like my purpose in life is to like help people. Whether that be like practically or emotionally, like life is hard.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
life is not easy, you know, like it helps to have friends, and people to have your back, to support you, and you know, I want to be that for people.
I personally don't think Rosie's going to allow that. Rosie is extremely controlling of anyone and anything she can be. So she's definitely going to try to control him and his communications with others.
Yeah.
We've already seen her do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like I would.
Well, since the beginning, she's been the one that's kind of controlled the whole thing with him being on camera and all that. I don't think it was ever really him pushing back at it a lot. I think it was mainly her not wanting to share her spotlight.
Helped at least one person in this life, you know. I have enough of my own mental problems.
In some way.
I don't think I have room for like other people's trauma and stuff like that.
Well, good fucking luck, because you got a trauma drama mama on your hands with Rosie.
I was going to say, what the hell do you mean? You've got Rosie as a girlfriend.
She loves talking about her trauma. That's her favorite topic.
Can you make a podcast
Morbid
channel
sent me a makeup brush. Because Morbid, no,
Yeah.
not Morbid. Morbid Sparrow, my friend.
Yeah.
Ew, not Morbid.
I don't know if I talk about conspiracy theories a lot, because I feel like sometimes that can do more damage than good. So this should be enough drink packets for at least, I don't know, a month. I'm kidding. Like 3 months is the goal.
That's about a month for you.
So I can't wait for this podcast. I know I'm just so stoked. I'm sure you guys are too. It'll be interesting to see what topics they choose to go over and how they approach them. Anyway, that's my last video for the day. I'm sorry that I had to make this into 2 videos. It just worked out better that way so I could get a break in between.
Oh, yeah.
I really appreciate you guys for watching, sticking around, liking the video, hyping the video, and becoming members. Like, I really appreciate all the support that's been sent my way, both from creators and viewers. I appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, bitch. Let's go. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's wish her a happy birthday on this one here. I meant to stay here on this video, but we gotta like it. All right. Real quick, guys. If I could spell. Okay. Have you guys ever watched that Forklift Jones guy? His videos are pretty good too. How long is it? Maybe we could check it out. It's only 16 minutes. Let's check it out real quick before we go to Foodie Booty. When someone claims to be an ally to a marginalized group, but their actions don't match their words, performative allyship can lead to tokenism, exploitation, and a false sense of progress. That is so true. So very true. And her allyship is very performative when it comes to everything. The way that she describes it, the way that she's like trying to come up with all of them out of the top of her head, and because she's just at, whatever makes her look good, it doesn't matter what it is what she'll go with. You know what I'm saying?
People have been requesting for my a way to send me stuff. Like, if you just want to write a letter, draw a picture, I'd love it. I mean, it's stuff I can just unbox and do. A big part of my content is like haul content and things like that. And or if there's things you want me to try, review, whatever, like different products, whatever. Like, it's just there now. Everything that I put on my wish list would be something that if I had the money, I would pay for myself. I'm not just gonna throw shit on there because I think it would be cool to have. Did add like more fake nails because those are pretty affordable. In terms of like the total cost for the products and stuff. So I try to be mindful of that because I really appreciate anyone that wants to be generous and send gifts and things of that nature. So, oh God, there's people fighting in the chat, whatever.
Someone in the chat had the nerve to suggest that Rosie use her platform for charity. Oh God, yeah, right. Because Rosie's audience is made leaf feeders and enablers, they took offense to that suggestion. Of course they did.
Rosie is doing her signature look away.
Rosie attempted to sway the conversation back to her self-made struggles and pretend she's not seeing
what's going on in chat.
What's going on?
Talk about her bullshit life struggles.
I've been in an extremely difficult financial situation for like the past.
What marginalized communities do you actively support? I'm wondering why you haven't used this Amazon wish list vibe to give back. That's a good idea. Jacob Reed will haunt it forever with her non-existent videos, says Colson BB. Lucy says, random question, do you drink iced tea? Okay. Amanda Savage then says, you're already getting called that, so why not set up a school supply drive? That's a cool idea.
6 months, and I'm just starting
I never thought
to equilibrate again after like being demonetized. And the truth is, like, financially, I'm not really in a place to give back significantly financially. I'm just not there. I have a lot of needs I need to figure out to meet for myself, and I want to help other people within my abilities.
Her needs are food and Amazon hauls. Yeah, she doesn't know needs from wants.
Why are you bitching at me about this and not campaigning for the redistribution of wealth and making it about me being?
You're already getting like Vegas. Amanda coming with the big attitude. Exactly. Papa must be her dad, I take it. I think the hate that people project onto others is just the unbearable hate they feel for themselves. It's easier to project over reflect. Well, say that to the bitch. Amanda Savage says, I just feel like coming on live to talk about re-upping your Amazon wish list would be a good opportunity to give back. Nothing she does stops the hate. She can spread love. Exactly. It's within her capacity. I'm literally just asking why that is not an ongoing priority. Oh, okay.
A bad person for not giving back to others as a performance to you in my content, making it content for you to judge my morality based on, instead of just taking the answer.
Being homeless is a big scary of mine. Yeah, did you guys ever see the retro content of her and what she did to those homeless teens when she got out of the mental hospital and had met that girl, and she was supposedly, you know, running this Amazon wish list for them for all this stuff that they might need, and also raising money for them on a GoFundMe, and then they never ended up getting it because she decided one day that she wanted to have an attitude and get mad at them for even asking about it, and kept everything for herself, even the stuff that she got from the Amazon wish list. And all of a sudden, it was so crazy how she had a bunch of money to spend on Amazon stuff for herself right after getting all this money to give to these teens that they never ended up receiving. It's really crazy.
That shit's off camera for me because people have weaponized
Maybe
it.
we can go over that actually next because I don't care how long I'm on here. Karma is a Cat did a really good breakdown of the streams where she was supposed to be giving back to these homeless teenagers.
You know, Amanda, that's an interesting.
Anyways, being homeless is a big scary of mine. Anytime I see someone in that position, I can't imagine the struggle. It must be so hard, lonely, and othering. Amanda says, what would it hurt her to donate school supplies or feminine hygiene products to a shelter? How would that not also be relevant content? Amanda Savage, I don't think it needs to be online. I think it's powerful to have a platform, and she can alchemize this hate for good. Literally, that's all I'm saying. Throw some crayons with the press on nails. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. In fact, you've inspired me because I didn't even think about that myself. So that is so cool of a thought. I didn't even think about doing that. And I feel silly. I should have thought about doing that, honestly.
Yeah, maybe I can think about it in terms of picking a cause of some kind and picking items specific for that cause, like a women's shelter or something.
Yeah, that's
and
the point.
If you guys wanted to do that through me, but my question then is, why not just highlight a cause and people donate to the cause directly? Why do I have to be the middleman? Is that not just centering myself in it? You know,
she had no problem centering herself when she was offered a free hotel stay and money for a buffet.
Really?
I didn't think about it. So anyway. I like BT's suggestion. I'm like, stop fighting. Be grateful you've been in well enough health to have a 20-year long career. Some of us would kill to be in that position, and you're here weaponizing it to shame someone for having a wish list. I don't know if she's trying to shame me, because I'm seeing some of her responses. So guys, can we maybe cool the flames on all sides of this conversation? Pretty please. Kisses. All right. Yeah, I'm not shaming her. I'm encouraging her to use her attention, good or negative, for good. And I've tried that in the past. I don't know if this isn't hate. Okay. I mean, I don't know if you're new, but there's been times where I've tried doing that, and it's turned into huge scandals in girl world where they are calling me a scammer and making up lies about
me. I have linked the video about her scamming teenagers in the description. Thank you, Forklift. Awesome. So right after this, that's what we're going to look at. Son of a bitch.
Of shit that didn't fucking happen because I was trying to do something good.
What are you talking about?
I have too much shit going on in my life to stress out about that. I'm not able to handle it. I'm trying to mitigate around this hate campaign around me the best that I can. So can we just cut the convo at this point of that part of the topic? Yeah, it's crazy to just casually dogpile on someone who's just giving suggestions, asking about stuff. I think dogpiling
is you having a platform. You can garner that. You can gain so much more because of your platform. You know what I'm saying? So you can put out a wish list and have everything bought on that wish list in no time if you were to just make one for a cause and then go donate it. You don't have to make it content. You don't have to do anything like that. In fact, that's probably what I would do. Suggest the wish list and videos and stuff like that. And then when the stuff comes in, take it to wherever you're taking it and leave it at that. You don't have to make it content. You know what I'm saying? But you can use your platform for good things. That's all they're trying to say. And what you did with those teenagers goes and exceeds far off of what this even is, In
general, is something I try to avoid. I don't think I'm always perfect about it. I try to mitigate that in the chat. Rosie, you said before you're not going to let haters run off, so I think it's a fair question why you'd stop them from letting you show you how to get back. I'm not going to let them cut me off, but I have to mitigate my stress. Yeah, if you want to contact me, my email is quirkyloverosee@gmail.com. I respond to what I can. Imagine going into a woman's chat with 165 viewers that has undergone months of financial hardship and asking, why aren't you doing public charity right now? I think that's honestly valid. If you don't, at this point, Amanda, if you aren't dropping the topic, I will mute you for 24 hours. That's where I'm landing on right now on this. But if you can keep it respectful and drop it, I won't do that. Yeah, I agree, BT. That's why I'm just stating what I want for that now. It seems like Amanda is
father is there to make sure
Peter's keep paying the mortgage. And I agree.
I get that some people in the chat aren't happy about what she said, and I get that, but like, guys being dogpiled on fucking sucks. Even if someone did something wrong.
What's with you in the
okay,
dog
so she was a
pile?
suggestion. It
The
wasn't
only dog pile I see is you right here. This is a dog pile. A big pile of dog shit right here. All right? That's all it. I don't see any other dog piling. Amanda Savage, literally, that's all I'm saying. Throw some crayons in the press. Oh, yeah. Amanda, you're not held hostage here. Leave if you're so bothered. She's just trying to suggest a good thing to do, and Rosie's having a fucking
doing this.
She's claimed to have read so many books, but somehow she has such a low reading comprehension.
Okay. Yeah, let's drop it, guys. I'm so serious. Please, thank you. So we'll see if I eat food before my laptop dies or not. That's the vibe right now.
Because that's what all those.
Let's see how much she struggles financially.
Those in the chat are here for. They don't want to help people. They don't want to help marginalized communities. They want to see their favorite feed.
I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow. I did all my shopping, and I'm holding off. My next grocery order is gonna be, probably in another week. When you do a haul, you get your new dresses. You mentioned earlier, 1,000%. Oh yeah, I'll probably turn them into some pre-recorded videos. I'm gonna be getting most of all of my Amazon Prime Day haul by Friday. 2 of the items are gonna be Friday or later, so we'll see. But baby girl, you gotta get out and feel the sun. I can do that in my pool.
So, excuse me.
I know.
Don't. I do get out and get the sun. You don't.
Oh, I was just joking. Point is, it's classist enable us to tell someone that they're not allowed to spend their money on shit that they
my God.
need and want to have.
No, it is not. It is not classist to call you out who is making money off of your streams on YouTube and creating a wish list of bullshit. That is not classism. And ableism is not us calling out the fact that you have already told us about your type 2 diabetes and have gained 100 pounds since you were diagnosed, and us pointing out the fact that we are worried about you and or are fearful for you. Like, it's ridiculous. Pointing those things out, and also pointing things out like the fact that you have purple lips on stream. Pointing that shit out is not ableism. It is us having a medical observation and stating that we are concerned. And how come it is that your supposed haters are out here with more concern than the people and the enablers in your fucking chat? Oh.
For the shit they use in their day-to-day life. And that somehow.
Yeah, press-on nails. Press-on nails are such a fucking need, bitch. Oh my God. Realize how much they don't matter when you're walking the streets because you have nowhere to go.
$200 is going to fix everything in a fucked up, broken system. And I'm just exhausted at people pretending to give a fuck when actually it's about policing me and it's about tearing me down. It's not about actually trying to be helpful. And people are just being a piece of shit for content, you know? Exactly. People shouldn't mind their own business. Seriously. I love this notebook. Yes, it is a cutie patootie notebook. Thank you, Chelsea. Amanda gifted to me from my Amazon wish list. I do have a little it's a very short grocery haul. We did a quick Sam's pickup order of just like a few things. I'm irritated because I ordered and paid for 2 rotisserie chickens. And the motherfuckers gave me 1. So I'm just gonna do the rest of the haul real quick. So I got a 4-pack of cream cheese, mozzarella. So I got 2 2-packs. One of these is going in the freezer. $15 a box on sale right now at Sam's Club. 15.
She looks like a Built Bar sour puff.
So comfy. Yeah, it's really sweet. One of you guys got it for me.
Oh well, did she forget their name?
I ordered clothes like weeks ago, and it takes them a while to process. And so those are coming. I saved a good bit of money with my coupon code too. I think I got like one of the items for free. Oh yeah, it's like just like a purple. Yeah, I got like a lot of dresses. This one's like a.
Have we seen any of these dresses? No.
So I love the material of this too. It's so soft. What are you? Oh, is this another pair of shorts? Hold on. Oh, ooh. I need to look at the listing because I think this is. I got a lot of shorts. Ooh, these are my favorite. Whatever ones these are, I love them the most already. Oh yeah, see these booty shorts. Damn, I got a lot of shorts. So we got 4 pairs of shorts, 3 dresses. Oh, I remember this. Ooh, I like this. I do. Technically 4 dresses because of I just didn't open up the tie-dye one. Because I don't remember what this is, but I'm obsessed with the coloring of this. I think it's What is this? Like I said, there will be a try on haul filmed. And then this is a pure
And where's that been? Have we gotten that yet? No, we haven't. See what I mean? This podcast isn't going to work out.
Dress. What are you? Oh, this might be a swimsuit thing. I've kind of forgotten half of what I've ordered, to be honest with you, because it's been a minute. So I have the link for the Amazon wish list and just the PO box in general. If you want to send a letter, anything like that, feel free. What is your issue with capitalism? Look around. Pay attention. Yeah, I'll just go fuck myself.
To all the boxes on her couch.
That's fine. The audio is talking about fake it till you make it with confidence. I'm really gonna have to put that to the test today because I'm gonna have to put on a brave face for that unboxing. I ordered his birthday present like on the 23rd, and I think it might not be coming till the 3rd, and I'm pissed. I got him like his main present. I did get him some extra things, so he'll have some things to open that I know he'll be really happy about. But I'm just bummed. I really want to try to find the energy to wrap his gifts before he gets here tonight. We have a pretty big Walmart haul. It's a mix of stuff, pretty, but I don't know if this was Walmart or my brother.
The way she talked in this fucking video was so insane to me. I remember the way she took that big deep breath in the beginning of this one. Like, oh my God, the performance was real here. The performance was real.
He did me such a big favor, so it's not that big of a deal.
It's wild to me that she keeps in the parts of her being an absolute twat to Levi.
Somebody gave me that book.
Yeah, right.
And I never used it or read it.
Levi.
But yeah.
If it is not edible, wait, what did it say? Oh damn, I missed it.
Kind of wild to think about. The last time she was around a bunch of books, she ended up in a threesome with a girl and her boyfriend, and then ended up dating that girl's brother. In my opinion.
Rosie is truly one of the most performative allies like Foodie. She has no real experience or values. She pretends to care about others. Hey, say listen here.
Rosie is truly one of the most performative allies, just like Foodie. She has no real experience or values. She pretends to care about others, but we see through her. This bookstore interaction is just another example of her pretending to care about LGBTQIA issues. The owner is talking about helping youth and donations, but Rosie couldn't wait to talk about herself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kids can go
absolutely.
Other queer kids without
overseeing other parents. Yeah. No, the Trevor Project is amazing.
It's a really highly vetted place that they can go.
I love the amount of Harry Potter.
They can talk to each other.
She couldn't even wait for the owner to finish before interjecting. Yeah. She can't ever wait. But didn't other people have pointed out that Holocaust is spelled? Yeah. Oh my God. That's not, oh my God.
Huge bunch of resources for them to get help and to get things outside the home if they need to.
Have you heard of the Trevor Project before? Yeah, I've YouTubers that I watched like over a decade ago with like
I was a volunteer for a while, and all we do is go in and read what the kids put up. We just make sure they're not trying to hook up, self-harm, stuff like that.
They keep them safe. But yeah, because I've been wanting to, because I love the books, but I hate her. And I've been, I had all 7 from my granddie that were given to us before she passed, and unfortunately, an old friend of mine did something really malicious with them.
Oh no!
No one is safe from her trauma dumps. No,
so
they're
I don't have them anymore. But I would like.
They are replaceable. So,
yeah. I mean, my grandmother had handwritten.
Oh, of course, there had to be handwritten notes inside from her grandma. They're irreplaceable, because she just had to garner sympathy. You know what I'm saying? And when she said, "You can replace the book," she said, "No, but no, I cannot, for there were handwritten notes inside from my granddie." Oh my God.
Features in them, so those aren't replaceable, but the books are definitely. Yeah. Some people are just malicious, man.
Like making your bed is like the first task that you accomplish at the start of the day. And
always, she eats in her bed, Remy. She's not making it. Right.
I should read this book, but also no.
Neither one of them are reading that book, right?
Plus, I have a couple small packages of things I ordered. I think participating in capitalism comes at a mental cost in so many ways and aspects, and and it's just in such a systemic way of like how, depending on where you live, like most people don't have access to like true nature, like being able to just like kind of go outside and disconnect and like have the time to engage in your hobbies, the energy to be more present with your loved ones, like, having to make enough money to keep a roof over your head and you and your family fed and everything.
You know about that.
We all suffer for it.
It's crazy that she could say this when she sits at home all day eating for money.
Right.
She doesn't go anywhere, wouldn't even take Remy to the beach. This bitch is the worst.
We got cases of Willy. Well, she got me 2 4-packs. So I was going to buy these after I got paid. So now I'm going to buy something else. I'm going to try a different brand of products to like review. I did not realize purchasing necessities made me an addict, but okay. Liar. I'm faking because I'm good. Look, if you think I'm a piece of shit because I'm rude and faking it, performative. Yeah, especially, I don't know if anyone that I watch is from Gary, Indiana, but like my heart goes out to anyone being affected by the like horrific blackout situation. I would go to the past and I would be on the bus and I would stick up for Rosa Parks. Oh yeah. Gary, Indiana is a majority like what's the phrase they use?
My God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
It's not black owned. It's like it's basically just like a majority black community.
Keep the black community's name out your fucking mouth.
And there was some situation, I think, with a tornado or something. And there's also been an issue with AI data centers cutting off power. I don't know if this is related to Gary, Indiana, or a different part of Indiana, like cutting off power to other parts of the state or the city to keep power going to them, sacrificing it from other people.
The worst part about her being performative is that she does it all the time. She doesn't care about any social issues. She will get on here and say shit wrong and not give a shit, and then get upset when she's corrected.
Yeah, I accidentally typed Missouri in my post, and some people decided to take it as an opportunity to make it about bounty on me instead of, I don't know, the atrocities happening in Minnesota. And I mixed up words because I have an undiagnosed learning disability because I couldn't afford the $100 copay to get diagnosed. Sorry.
She does nothing all day except for eat and sleep. I wish she would just talk about food since she's an expert on being a foodie. Stick to what you know, Rosie.
Hun, okay, while you're playing that fantastic song, by the way, so one of the viewers, I was talking about like how people were just like basically just like dogging on me because I accidentally said Missouri instead of Minnesota, and I already corrected it in the post. They're just like trying to troll or whatever. And someone said to me, but they said all the water in the world can't sink a ship unless it gets inside. And I'm like, damn, I love that.
All that sodium in your body is keeping you swollen and inflamed, so you will just float. Right.
I'm just a fat bitch on the internet who reads things sometimes and watches things sometimes. I am not your news source. But what I will say is like it's actually like dystopian what's going on in Indiana. And there's different creators who've been talking about it on TikTok, and there are people trying to like raise money. It's been horrific. Like I've been reading some of the firsthand accounts of people who can't even get gas in their car. Can't really do
not sharing
any of that.
Their GoFundMe's or their wish lists.
Oh, that's how I change it to members only. Cool. All right.
Oh yeah, maybe I could
I
find
do have a story to tell.
There's
and
like Charlie Gold was doing on her stream. Like maybe I can find something like that with a wish list that I can just promote for them instead of gathering all the items myself. Oh, that would be a good idea too.
I hope that it can be inspiring to others out there who may be able to relate to my experience. You know.
Huh?
Yeah, I prefer the see-through bins to show beans. So this should be enough drink packet for at least, I don't know, a month. I'm kidding. Like 3 months is the goal for the fight for capitalism. It's really what it's about.
You know, I feel like I would have done my job if I helped at least one person in this life, you know.
I relate to that a lot.
The Big Brother program? I've never heard of that, actually.
So it's like, what's it called? Like, I forget the name of the organization, but it's basically where like an adult gets paired with a child who's just kind of in need of like a mentor or guide.
Drugs. Why do kids take drugs? Because they're awesome? No, maybe they just understand that life is pain, and if you smoke something or take a pill, it'll go away for a while. I'll drink to that.
Someone to like don't like something, you can just like take them to go get ice cream and just put them down like a safe adult to talk to, basically. Yeah, Big Brother Big Sister program. Yeah, they can be at like different community centers, things like that. It's a volunteer based thing. I don't know what's going on with all that nowadays. It was pretty big. I remember in like the 90s and 2000s, like people talked about it a lot back then. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Let me break down all these little boxes.
Notice how neither one of these meatheads mentioned anything about going to donate or going to volunteer.
I'm going to start a little container of the drink packets that I try and I end up not liking. And I'm either going to like give them to you or to a friend, or if there's like, the thing is like, I wish I could just like donate them to like them and like actually probably a couple of things I have to like a local food pantry, but like I don't think they'll take singles. I think they only take unopened boxes. I'll have to check. I feel like this caddy doesn't represent all the supply. Oh God, no. Oh no. Well, with what I currently have on hand, sure. I did get another set of my standard go-to Skittles. I'm anti-capitalism. So this package is insane. It's massive. It's a new air fryer, bitch. I'm so excited. I'm beginning to realize I don't think I have the stamina for setting this up without my brother's help. Really stupid. I could deal with this on my own if I could. Get up and down easier. Fuck it. I know he wants this air fryer. Maybe more than I do. So hold on. Shout out to Julie. I'm getting a 6-pack of the Toto's Social Tonic THC, which is like similar to Willie's, but like made me an addict. I should be getting the veggie cutter and pans. This community is so generous. Holy shit. I'm so fucking blessed. There used to be an actual like community. Everything is a commodity. Everything is based in consumerism and how we can capitalize off of it. And I mean, I'm sitting here on a monetized platform making money while live streaming, just living my life. So I have a hand in the game too. And I think that's amazing. Anytime people are able to give back, give mutual aid, help people in tough circumstance. I think that's wonderful.
That is Queen Bee.
Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee. Welcome.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be a bit of a deep dive into one of Quirkyloverosee's scandals that I feel like not enough people talk about. When I was doing research for this video, I looked to see, is anyone else talking about this? Did anyone talk about it when it happened? What information is out there about this situation? And honestly, I didn't find hardly anything about it. The only person talking about this was Nikki T. And that is basically where all of our information and clips come from. In this video is from Nikki T. She went over all of the live streams where this situation was discussed. She showed receipts, she showed screenshots, and huge shout out to her because without her videos, I would not know about this. I would not have any receipts to show you guys. I wouldn't have anything really to prove that this happened because Rosie has deleted all evidence of her talking about it. And like I said, I feel like this is one of the bigger scandals, if you want to call it that, that Rosie has done. And it needs to be talked about. So that's what we're doing today. We're going over the time where Rosie, in my opinion, exploited 2 homeless teenagers for her own benefit. So let's get started. So in order to tell you guys what happened, we have to go back a little bit before everything went down. So we're going to start off in September of 2024. And this is back when Rosie had an IRL job and she had what she called a nervous breakdown one day at work. And like I said, just as a disclaimer, all clips that I show you guys are coming from Nikki T's channel because Rosie has deleted all of these videos, all of these live streams. So if you hear someone talking while the clip is playing, it's just Nikki T. And if you want to go and see her coverage of all of this, links for those streams will be in the description. Also, if the sound is a little funky, it's because when Nikki T streamed the videos, she had it sped up and I'm now slowing it down. So it sounds a little weird, but I feel like it's not that distracting. But anyway, let's listen to when Rosie had her nervous breakdown at work back in 2024.
But yeah, so basically I spoke with her and I told her that I needed to speak with HR and that she wasn't in the office, that I wasn't safe to drive and I was going to need to go to the hospital. And I was trying to be vague, especially with her. So we talk a little bit, and I just kind of explain some things, and I get into the HR office pretty quickly. HR shows up and they're sitting with me, and I mean, like, at this point I was already back to uncontrollably crying, like, as soon as I started talking. In total, I think I was crying for 2.5, 3 hours straight before it finally calmed down. Because I had a nervous breakdown. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's been a while since I've had one of those. But I had a complete nervous breakdown, and I left in an ambulance.
So as you heard, Rosie has a nervous breakdown at work. She gets taken away by ambulance, and she ends up having a stay in the psych ward. She then leaves the psych ward on September 16th. And while she was there, she ended up making friends with a person named Aubrey. Now, I am going to say her name only because Rosie put her name out there. She put all this information out there. And in the clips, you're going to hear her talk about Aubrey. I'm going to do my best to not give any other identifying information about Aubrey, but she meets Aubrey. They become friends. And shortly after she gets out of the psych ward, she begins talking about Aubrey in her live streams. And we find out that Aubrey is very young. She's 18 years old. She has a boyfriend who is 19, and they are homeless. They have nowhere to stay. And like I said, Rosie begins talking about them on her live streams.
Basically, what happened? Let me think back. Okay, so I ended up reaching out again, like today, just basically like, hey, I just want to make sure y'all are safe. Because I was trying to not be like too pushy. So I was just like asking a random question, like whatever. And so I get confirmation that they're safe and that they're going to call me soon. So she ends up calling me and we talked for a bit, and she sounds so happy. They had the person she's with had a friend out there that I guess yesterday really kind of took care of them, because basically they weren't able to sleep the night that I left because of safety reasons, and the cops potentially, rolling up or whatever, and they didn't sleep. And so this person took them to like an all-you-can-eat buffet and got them fed and got them a room that night, so they slept.
So just to reiterate what she said, she gets in touch with Aubrey. She's like, how are you doing? Are you safe? There was actually, at this time, there was a hurricane possibly coming to their area. So she's like, how are you doing? Are you safe? Aubrey says, someone who is a friend of ours took us out to eat, and they paid for us to stay in a hotel room for the night. So they had a friend who was already helping them out. But Rosie, for whatever reason, which we'll discuss in a minute, decided that she wanted to help them out too, which obviously not a bad thing. The problem is she went from wanting to help them out to then, in my opinion, exploiting them. But we'll get into that. Let's keep going.
And then she's got the main ID that she's needed from the shelter that will qualify her to go get tomorrow, the Florida ID, because you have to have a specific type of ID through the shelters to qualify to get an ID when you're homeless. But the good news is when that happens, that ID is free. You don't have to pay for it. So they're doing that tomorrow, and she just sounds really happy. She wasn't, because the ID has not been fully sorted yet. She was not, unfortunately, able to go to the job interview yet, but they'll either reschedule it or they're going to have a bunch of resources when she's officially in the shelter, which she's not yet because she doesn't have a Florida ID yet. So either way, they're going to get her set up with an ID. And then so I actually put them up in a hotel tonight because I got paid, and they knew of a motel that was like relatively. It was still expensive, to be honest, for a motel, but that's how it is at all.
Now, Rosie at this time, I believe, is on medical leave from work because of her having the mental breakdown and going to the psych ward. So she is off from work on medical leave, which from what I understand means that she still gets paid the same amount as if she was going to work. Maybe it's a little less. I'm not completely sure about that. But either way, she gets paid, and she pays for a night at this hotel for Aubrey and her boyfriend. I believe she goes on to say that it cost $80, which includes taxes, fees, all of that. And, that was pretty nice of her. But you'll notice when she was talking about it, she kind of caught herself in the middle of a sentence. We'll go back and listen to it again, but she says, they found a motel that was relatively, and she started to say relatively cheap or relatively inexpensive, and she catches herself and she says, well, actually, it was pretty expensive for what it was. Now, I don't know about you guys, but $80 for a night at a motel, even if it's not the nicest hotel, it's, in my opinion, pretty cheap. So why would Rosie say, actually, it's expensive? The cynical part of me thinks maybe because she needs to signal to the audience that, oh, I'm such a good person. I'm paying, not only am I paying for a night at a hotel for this couple, but it's actually pretty expensive. Oh, and by the way, if you want to drop me a super chat and help me out with that. And the reason why I say that is because as we go on, you're going to see that Rosie does this a lot. She talks a lot about how much it's costing her to help this couple out. But let's hear that part again where she starts to say that they found a cheap motel, but catches herself and changes it to, well, actually, it was pretty expensive.
And then, so I actually put them up in a hotel tonight because I got paid, and they knew of a motel that was like relatively, it was still expensive to be honest for a motel, but that's how it is at all of them here. Like the cheapest thing you'll find in these areas are like, in that area is like $70, $80. Yeah. Oh, and I love that too, Kels. I think the fact that she is so young and she's just such a beautiful soul. I honestly think that's a big part of it. She's okay. She's been eating really good. She was telling me about all that because she's like, and I bring that point up a lot. And I know that without context, it seems a little odd. She's very underweight.
So let's talk about all the things that Rosie revealed about Aubrey and her boyfriend in these live streams. As you just heard, she said Aubrey is young. She's 18 years old. Her boyfriend is 19. She's underweight. Rosie even went as far as to say exactly how much Aubrey weighs. She also said the location of where they were staying. She talked about Aubrey's relationship with her mom. She talked about what medication Aubrey was on, how Aubrey had a rough childhood, going into detail about that. Also going into detail about Aubrey's mental health struggles, including talking about scars Aubrey had. And worst of all, in my opinion, she even showed Aubrey and her boyfriend's pictures. Because with Rosie, boundaries only matter when it comes to her. Rosie also decides to go through her pantry and find food that she can give to Aubrey and her boyfriend, but only the food that she doesn't like.
And if she likes those 501 bars, I have more boxes of those, so I'll definitely be able to give her more of those, but yeah. But I went through my pantry again because I realized, so as like a abundance of caution a long time ago, I bought myself like a pretty cheap emergency stove with fuel tablets.
Oh, really?
So I already have that on hand. So now that I know this, I'm going to give that to them. And I was just digging around in my pantry, and I found that buried like deep in it, I had a couple boxes of Kraft mac and cheese that I didn't know about, like foods like that. And that's the other thing about her that with with Aubrey is that because of the stuff she went through, she's significantly underweight. And even I was so happy for her. She's gained 3 pounds and she's really excited because she's like dangerously underweight. And so the fact that she's eating better now versus prior is just insane. So I went through and I grabbed a couple more things, and I found some like old soups that I've never really wanted to eat, and things like that. So
yes, because I'm sure they want your really old, nasty soups that have been buried in the back of your pantry. Oh, and that electric stove that she's talking about that she was going to give to them, she ended up not giving it to them because she realized she might need it for when the hurricane comes. The hurricane that didn't even touch Rosie's area where she lives or affect her in any way.
I do have not portable gas stove. I have an emergency stove because I was going to actually give it to Aubrey and Mason, but then I actually found an electric plug-in like hot pot like a pot that plugs into the wall. So you don't need gas, you don't need a light source, you just need to be able to plug it in. So I gave that to them instead, and I was like, I'm just gonna hold on to the emergency stove in case that one doesn't work or something. And then I'll get back to them. And then I found out about the hurricane, and I was like, well, that's actually good timing because I honestly actually need the emergency stove now.
Now, if that's where all of this ended, I would see no problem with what Rosie did. Yes, she gave too much identifying information out about Aubrey and her boyfriend, but she did pay for them to stay in a hotel for the night. She did give them food. And like I said, if that's where it ended, I think it would have been fine. But obviously, that's not where it ended. Rosie then decided, hey, I've got people in my chat, people in my audience who sound like maybe they want to help out too. But instead of just helping Aubrey set up a bank account once she got her ID and then helping her get a Cash App or Venmo or PayPal so that people could directly donate money to Aubrey, of course, Rosie had to get involved and make everything real messy. And she started by creating an Amazon wish list for Aubrey and her boyfriend. And not only was it a list that Rosie created all on her own of things that she thought Aubrey might want, but she also set it up to where everything would come to her house. So this is a screenshot of the list, part of the list that Rosie created for Aubrey that Nikki T showed us. And it says Aubrey's list. And here's what Rosie put in the description of the list. Aubrey is an 18-year-old homeless youth who is recovering from a mistreated, although she used a different word, household. She's given me permission to share her experience, and I'm trying to help her get her needs met while she's trying to get her ID, a job, and rebuild her life from the ground up. She's an amazing human being who just needs a leg up. Any help is appreciated, and I can send proof of recipient getting the items if needed. And here are some of the items. She has a ring, a lady's ring that is, I guess, a tool you can also use for opening things. She also has some high protein pretzel crisps and a beef jerky chips variety pack, which if that doesn't scream Rosie made this list, then I don't know what does. And as you can see next to each item, it says that the list was created, or at least these items were put on the list on September 22nd. So she is not even a week out of being released from the psych ward, and she's already asking her audience to get things off of someone's wish list who Rosie says is a beautiful soul, an amazing person, but from what I understand, they've only known each other less than a month. And her audience, being the kind people that they are, started buying things off of the wish list.
Hi, Brooke. Hi, Shani. I think, yeah, I'm trying to remember to say hello to everyone. Hi, Sandra. Sandra, thank you so much because I definitely want to talk about it more in depth in a little bit. But in the description of this live, I have not only a different Amazon wish list, but I have a link to a GoFundMe for Audrey, who has given me permission. Not Audrey, Aubrey. People keep calling her the wrong name when I was around her prior, but her name's Aubrey.
Yes, you heard that right. Not only is there an Amazon wish list, but there's also a GoFundMe that Rosie set up in her own name.
And she gave me permission to talk about some stuff and share her story because the shelter denied her a bed because she has scars on her arm. And I can't say the exact words they used, but they called her a unalive risk, even though she's literally like working on her mental health and like doing everything she needs to do. So she is on the street with no other option. And I think I told members only this, but I put her up in a hotel, and they did that like I think it was like last night or the other night. And highly, yeah, it's so frustrating. I'm so angry. And thank you, Kate. Yeah, these are, like I said, these are press-ons from Amazon, but it's so angering, and I've done the best that I can, but I'm honestly tapped on excess money. Like, I don't even have a lot of money, to be honest. I just am in a better spot, and I've been in a much worse spot, and it's one of the reasons why I'm so motivated to do this. So Sandra is the first person to donate to the GoFundMe from my community post. I've already made a community post, so that's also got both links. If anyone is inclined.
So here's Rosie's community post about the GoFundMe. Again, all of these screenshots, all of these videos are from Nikki D's channel. Again, huge shout out to her. Without her, none of this would have been preserved. So Rosie says, "Hi friends. I don't normally share GoFundMes, but this situation is a bit different. Everything shared and put online is approved by Aubrey and her boyfriend, Mason. These guys are young adults, and Aubrey has been denied a bed at the homeless shelter the hospital referred her to due to scars on her arm as an unalive risk, which to say I am infuriated is an understatement. She's someone I talked about in prior live streams, and they were able to get one night in a hotel, but I have privately helped them as much as I can, so I'm turning to y'all." First of all, Rosie, that's different from what you told us.
Yeah.
You said that their friend paid for a night at the hotel and you paid for a night at the hotel. So that's at least 2 nights. Maybe she messed up there, but I don't know. Also, I find it very interesting that she says she's tapped out, so she's coming to her audience to help provide money and items to this couple. And it just comes across like not so much of a, oh, I have these people who I know and they're in need of some help. If you guys can help them, that would be great. And more of a, let me trauma dump everything that these people have gone through so that you feel inclined and pushed into giving them your money and buying them things with your funds. But the rest of the post says, "You guys have been so generous to me in super chats, gifts, etc. And I really cannot express how much it means to me to be in a phase of life where I can pay it forward. And I wanted to give," oh, Rosie, she's such a giver, y'all. "I wanted to give anyone who watches me an opportunity to pay it forward as well. You're welcome, people, for this opportunity."
Right.
She says, "So I urge anyone with the means and desire to help me help her." We have to include Rosie in there. It's not just you helping her, it's also Rosie helping her. She says, "Help me help her either by donating, sharing this GoFundMe, or purchase any of the items I have on Aubrey's list Amazon wish list. My birthday's in November, so consider it a birthday gift to me if we can help her get off the street." And here's a screenshot of part of the GoFundMe. It says Rosie Jean is organizing this fundraiser. And she says, "This is Aubrey. Oh, by the way, this is where she posted a picture of Aubrey and her boyfriend, fully letting the internet know exactly
what they
who
look
were.
like.
And
Yeah.
all of it, like I said before, all of their mental health issues, things about their
Completely
childhood, right
doxing
down
these
to
kids.
Aubrey's exact weight. But she says in the GoFundMe, "This is Aubrey. She's 18 years old and in the process of rebuilding her life after escaping a mistreatment household." She uses the A word there. "She has been denied access to the homeless shelter she was referred to from the hospital due to the shelter seeing scars on her arm as an unaliving risk. She's fighting to build a life she wants to live, and she's one of the kindest, most gentle souls I've ever had the pleasure of meeting less than a month ago." That's my that's my notation,
That's
by the way.
crazy.
She says she's getting mental health care and trying to go through local resources, but has nowhere to stay after these developments. When I met her, she didn't even have an ID and has to figure this." And it goes on. It got cut off in the screenshot. But basically, Rosie is taking it upon herself to make this Amazon wish list, to make this GoFundMe, and everything is being funneled through Rosie. She is getting all of the donations delivered to her house. She's getting any PayPal donations, Venmo, any of that. It's coming to Rosie. And any of the money donated through the GoFundMe is.
This is totally a foodie grift. You know what I'm saying? This is something foodie would do totally.
Also
now
going
I'm seeing the comparison a lot, especially now. With the infatuation with Lee and everything, like it's crazy, the similarities.
Rosie first. So again, it's not just, I know these people that are in need. Maybe my audience would like to help them out. Someone let them know about it. No, Rosie is right in the middle of everything. She is extremely involved in all of this. And I think personally, my opinion is that she did it that way on purpose. She wanted to be the one in control of everything. She wanted to be the one to give them the items and give them the money. You know, it's almost like a child where they want to buy a gift for their friend and you give them $5 and they go pick out a gift. And when they give it to the person, they feel so good about themselves, even though, you know, it was your money. That's kind of how Rosie was doing it. It's her viewers' money providing everything, but Rosie wants to be the one to get the recognition and accolades for actually giving it to them. And she also treats it like she's doing her audience a favor. You know, she says, I'm giving you guys an opportunity to pay it forward. And oh, if you want to give me a birthday gift, you could do this for them. So Rosie comes out looking like a hero to everyone. Not only am I giving the audience an opportunity to feel good about themselves by donating money and items, but I also get to feel like a hero for then delivering those things to Aubrey and her boyfriend. I mean, Rosie's got this all sorted out to where she is just looking good to everyone involved. That's what she thinks anyway.
I will say I created the fundraiser because they don't have bank accounts.
Grift for like gas
I'm handling
and stuff.
that. If anyone wants transparency receipts, you'll get it. Same with like I can send proof of receipt of any items from the Amazon wish list. I've got shoes in her size on the list. I know I provided her like the period supplies, but they are riding bikes around everywhere. So I added tampons to the list because the goal for the GoFundMe isn't just to like constantly keep them in a hotel. It is to just get them off the streets permanently. So that is something that I want to talk about here and there throughout today. It's just really horrifying, this whole situation. And I'm just going to do the best that I can to help them. And so like I was saying, the most expensive thing that I have on there is a wagon because now they don't have anywhere safe to store their stuff. And the wagon that I selected was a decent price comparatively. And it also turns into a bench. So I just thought it was really practical. But again, this is for anyone who may be inclined to want to help them. It's not a necessity. I just know that y'all have been really generous with me in the past. And I would rather y'all do that than like super chat me if you're planning to do that. So,
now, a few things to clarify here. Rosie says that she's doing all of this in her name because Aubrey doesn't have a bank account, because she doesn't have an ID. However, she notes just like a day or two after this live stream that Aubrey got her ID, so she could go get a bank account. So if Rosie would have just waited a couple days to set everything up, she wouldn't have had to be the middleman and get involved in that way. But again, it's my opinion that she wanted to be in the middle of it. She wanted to be the one in control of everything. Also, just to me, it's so telling when she says, you guys have been so generous to me, so I thought you could go be generous to this person. I mean, the way that she, in my opinion, uses her audience like they're an open wallet just ready to shell out the cash.
Exactly.
If I'm able to fundraise enough money, we probably will be able to get them relocated somewhere with better resources. But right now, they were told all these things. She was literally, this is what's so insane. She was referred from the hospital to that shelter as like her safe landing space. And then they declined her because of the thing that landed her there. Baffling. Absolutely baffling. So anyway.
Now, we heard Rosie a few minutes ago say that she put this wagon on the Amazon wish list because she thinks that it's something that they'll need. She picked out one that could also turn into a bench. And she says that it's the most expensive item on that wish list. And so, of course, what is she going to do? She's going to try and convince the audience to buy it because, again, it's not her money. So what does she care?
Something that's a want and not. Honestly, I kind of already covered that. She's got markers and coloring books. And at this point, they're just concerned about how they can carry everything. Like, that's why the wagon is so important, in my opinion, of things on the list to purchase. Because they don't have a way to, like, their stuff's currently locked up in this facility, and I don't know how long they'll keep it there before they just, like, shove it out, you know? So there are only 2 people, and she had a good amount of bags, and I don't want her to lose the few possessions she has. So, like, the wagon is the most important thing. I even said to her, and like, you can look at this as morally gray or bad, and that's fine. But I was like, is stealing a shopping cart an option? Because I was like, I didn't know what to do. And she was like, that's a felony. And I went, well, never mind. Fuck that. And then that's when I was like, oh, I can try to buy her a wagon. Yep. And there wasn't any like super cheap ones. And I was like, damn it. But again, like I said, it was like just the first thing I thought of. Because I was like, at this point, like it's survival, you know? But she's never stolen anything. And I shouldn't have probably even said that. So.
Yes, you heard that right. Rosie said, hey, why don't you just go steal a shopping cart? Which kind of just tells you where Rosie's morals stand, first of all. But second of all, I believe that she's telling this story because she is trying to, again, convince the audience, hey, guys, she really needs this wagon. It's such a desperate and dire situation that I suggested her committing a felony. because that's how badly she needs this. I mean, sitting here watching this live stream, I almost felt like I was watching a telethon because the way she was trying to tug at people's heartstrings and trying to really, guilt them into spending their money also that Rosie could look like a hero. It was just very manipulative and gross.
I had some food fun yesterday, so I'm trying to get back to being better about it, especially now. Like, the things are going to be tighter until I get, because I'm filing my claims and stuff. It's going to be a while before money comes out, which is one of the reasons why I was saying, I'm in terms of, helping Aubrey, I'm, strapped. So, I did literally everything I could. Yeah. But I was, trying to come up with solutions. She called me today and told me some of these updates. I was like, oh my God. Because sometimes I don't hear from them for a while because they're, biking everywhere. They're trying to find places to charge their phone and stuff. It's just, I can't imagine, the things that they have to do day to day to survive. And she had some scary stories. Just one of the reasons why tasers are on that list. I added a taser. I really appreciate you guys helping out, and anyone who's choosing to donate. I really, really deeply appreciate donating, whether that's on the Amazon wish list or the GoFundMe side, to help her. Seriously, thank you.
So then on the 24th, Rosie goes live from her car and she says that she is driving to meet Aubrey and her boyfriend at the DMV because Aubrey is getting her ID. And during this live stream, while Rosie is speeding down the highway, reading the chat and responding to it, she keeps bringing up the fact that she is just strapped for cash. Even this trip to meet up with Aubrey is going to cost her $30 in gas money. And she doesn't know what she's going to do. She doesn't have the money. She's trying to get things worked out where she can front the $170 that she needs to pay for 2 more nights at the motel for Aubrey. Oh, and also, by the way, if you donate to the GoFundMe, she's not going to be able to get that money for 3 to 5 days. So it's really better if you're able to donate to Cash App or Venmo or PayPal, apps where you won't be able to see who donates what. You'll just have to take Rosie's word for it. Because with GoFundMe, you can see this is how much money was received. And it's all very upfront and out in the open. But Rosie prefers that you send your donations in a manner in which no one's going to know but her just how much money she got.
I don't know where to start. So, some of my previous lives, some of you guys, I ended up making the GoFundMe for Aubrey. And
thank you, James.
I made the Amazon wish list. Some of you guys already bought some stuff. I actually filmed an unboxing last night. I actually have 6 videos filmed right now. Hey, Connie K. Hey, Ozzy's Kitchen. I'm doing okay. I'm a little nervous about the hurricane Thursday. I have my own hurricane prep to do, and yes. And I'm trying to see what the fuck I can do about getting those 2 kids into a hotel room for the next 2 days, even if they can't get one tonight. And so I wanted to just talk and chat while I drove down there. Hi, Brooke. Because some of you guys have already donated. We've got 5 donations already. I started working on the GoFundMe stuff, and unfortunately, those funds are not going to unlock for at least 2 to 5 days, which is frustrating. But I should have enough money to front the 2 hotels. It's money I can't afford to lose. So it's one of those things where we'll figure that out timing wise. But one of you guys also sent a little bit on PayPal, so I would definitely put that towards it too. Generally, they were going to get her shoes, but she ended up getting shoes. I found a couple later, she ended up getting shoes that day from somewhere else. So I contacted that person, and she said it was okay to use it towards the hotel. Hi, BB. Hello, everybody.
Now, you'll notice there's a lot of money talk in this stream, and it's very vague, the way that Rosie talks about it. She says, I've already gotten 5 donations. Someone sent me a PayPal. Someone sent me money for shoes, but Aubrey already had shoes, so it went toward the hotel. But she's also saying that she's going to have to front the money for the hotel on her own, and it's just money she can't afford to lose. So I know to Rosie, she probably thought that this was her way of being transparent about things, but it's kind of just making things more confusing and muddying the water when you're trying to understand just how much money has actually been donated versus how much is going to Aubrey and her boyfriend. But let's continue.
So I'm literally on my way to go help them. I have the wagon. Shout out to one of my mods, Kells Bells. I'm assuming she's the person that got me the wagon. If it was someone else, I need to know. She does not have family that's sick. She has no one. She was in a crisis, and the only person she had today to call was me. So that's her situation right now. She does not have anyone. And the only other person she has is her boyfriend who's there with her, protecting her.
She does not have anyone yet. We have already heard about a friend took Aubrey and her boyfriend to the all-you-can-eat buffet, paid for a night at a motel for them. We also heard that they are working with a nonprofit who's provided them with food. We also just heard that someone was able to give Aubrey shoes. So they have people that they are working with, but Rosie is saying she's the only one that they have.
So I have a wagon that her boyfriend will be able to build. It's so hot and humid. I can't imagine what it's like living out here. It's horrid. It's horrid. So right now we got about $125, 2 nights with taxes and fees and everything. It costs about $170 for 2 nights at this hotel. And there's a hurricane coming. It's a pretty big one. Like, it's going to be a little bit of an over an hour drive. I normally do my driving lives members only, but today's different, obviously. I did receive a message to people from me basically being like, no disrespect, I'm not assuming anything, but how do we know they're actually going to get it? So my solution to that stands is this. I'm not going to be filming them, like their faces, them in any capacity. I will show you guys the shit in the back. I'm going to show you guys me driving there, and I'll show any and all proof that I can that I'm getting them the hotel.
Just an FYI, she didn't do any of that. She didn't show any of the Amazon stuff that was in the back of her vehicle. She didn't show proof that she bought a hotel. I believe she didn't even show the whole drive down to where they are. So much for transparency, right?
But yeah, if anybody feels so inclined to donate to the GoFundMe, I'm not going to expect anybody to send me anything direct. Just know that if it's into the GoFundMe, I can't actually access the funds for 35 days. But like I said, I'm still going to try to front the money to get them into a hotel. But my money's really tight right now until the disability claims get figured out for my leave. Basically, it would just save on. It would be more cost effective to do that. Because for me to do this trip today, I did the math. It's about $30 in gas round trip. So that's the thing. That's another expense that I have to be mindful about. So I really wanted to do it tomorrow because I just wanted to make sure that anything that was ordered arrived. But the wagon came, which the wagon was the most important thing. So then the plans changed. I was going to try to go on Friday because I thought the hurricane was going to be on Wednesday. It looks like it's actually going to be on Thursday, but I digress. So I was going to try to figure out how to get them a hotel otherwise.
So we heard the money portion of the telethon. You know, I need this much and this is how much I've given and I really don't have it and yada, yada, yada. And now we've got to get into the emotional part of the telethon, the anger, the frustration, the sadness. Rosie's going to tap into all of your emotions to try to get you to donate to her.
You're in Florida too? Yeah, I can't. The humidity has been insane. She's struggling. She's doing the best she can. And she's just not, because support just doesn't fucking exist. And I'm so
she's enraged
about it. Because she's not the only one. But I can't save everyone. So I can do this though. And that's what I'm doing. So I don't even have words. So my goal here is to just try to help as much as possible, and I don't know what that looks like. And I'm not gonna sit here and make that hope core content in the hopes it goes viral or whatever. I'm not gonna use them like that. That's not my goal here. But
guys, she's not trying to make their story go viral or create some kind of hope core content. She's just streaming vertically when she knows that will get more eyes on her, and also titling the stream, Driving to Help Homeless Youth, thanks to my subscribers. But she's not trying to go viral or anything.
So I wanted to get down there today because one of the reasons she was freaking out was because the police came up to these people, told them that basically they couldn't sleep on the property anymore. And they had everything they own in 2 trash bags and no way to carry it. And I have the wagon. So she told me this and I go, okay, I'll be there in 2 hours. And I completely reworked my day. And we're doing it today because I'll be damned if they lose everything they fucking own. I'll be damned. So I'm getting emotional. It's just bullshit. This country, or all of this is bullshit. The fact that she's in this position, it's just bullshit.
So after all the dry bagging, the talking about how she's all tapped out, how she's not sure she can afford to keep paying for their motel, the trip to deliver the items is costing her $30 in gas money for a 1-hour round trip destination. It finally works and people start sending her PayPal donos.
Based on how the packages arrived, was that Kelbell sent it. And if it wasn't her, there was 2 other people's names. There was Kelby and AJ that sent some stuff. So I don't know for 100% certain, but I think Kel said that she ordered it basically right after I talked about the wagon. So that was my assumption. Oh my God. Thank you so much to the person that just paid for a night in the hotel. I just received $100 on PayPal. Oh my God. What a blessing.
I'm not going to say your first name just in case. Thank you. I might be able to get him up for 3 nights with that. I might. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Southern Sugar Dumpling. Thank you so much. Oh, I can keep him safe. Thank you for helping me keep him safe.
So someone sends her $100 and Rosie says, oh, thank God I can keep them safe. Thank you for helping me keep them safe.
Yes, my email is brown-eyed rose. Brown, the color, BROWN, eyed, EYED as in David. Brown-eyed rose with 2 E's, ROSEE at yahoo.com. If someone can put that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. And like I said, I will be able to access the GoFundMe money eventually. So if you don't want to send money direct, I get it. The GoFundMe will be able to be accessed in the future. So, because right now they're pretty set on food. We got the wagon. It seems like they honestly probably. Oh my god, that was another $100. Thank you. Okay, I'm getting them in a hotel tonight. I'm gonna be able to get them set up. I'm gonna be able to do that today. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, they're gonna be safe. Don't cry, bitch. Good thing they did. The person make it harder. Sorry, I gotta crack a joke when I'm feeling emotional. Sam, thank you guys. And I saw your first name. If you say it in the chat, I'll say it out loud. But again, I'm trying to respect privacy here. Okay. Lots of merging. You guys are fucking incredible. I can't. You guys are literally changing these people's lives. Like, thank you so much. You're literally fucking angels. Absolutely, Akira. Like, and I get it, because not everybody has the funds to do things like this, right? And so, like, if you're not able to donate, the best thing you can do is just share the GoFundMe and talk with people if you know people that might be in a position to want to help someone in a situation of homelessness. Like, please tell your friends, tell your family, share this story with people. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and like make that like hope core content in the hopes that it goes viral or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna use them like that. Like, that's not my goal here. But please tell your friends, tell your family, share this story with people. You know, just get the word out. That would mean everything for these wonderful fucking people. This is so. I can't wait to see their faces. I'm so glad I get to see their faces. So glad I get to see their faces. That's a present to me. I don't know. Someone told me, I don't normally do this, but I'm just gonna go live because I have a feeling some people are gonna pull through for me. In Seattle and Dumplings, y'all pull through the biggest fucking way. I'm gonna be able to go pull that money immediately.
This is what I mean when I say Rosie views her audience as an open wallet. She says, I don't know what it is. Something just told me. I just had a feeling that if I went live and told you guys everything that was happening, you guys would pull through for me. So this wasn't just a, hey, ride with me while I take this down to Aubrey, take this wagon down to Aubrey. This was a, let me go live with a specific intent to try to get money out of my audience.
I did y'all with the ATM with me, but I don't need any of y'all knowing my pin, decoding that shit. But I will be probably making like some kind of shorter vlog or something, just showing proof that I'm doing all this because I don't want there to be any question that these things are not happening.
Never happened, by the way.
So, and that's not even necessarily for you guys like who are supporting me. It's going to be for others. And so, and also there was someone who messaged me privately that seemed to have a genuine like question because I'm a stranger on the internet to them, and that's very valid. So my goal here is to show the transparency and that I would never, and I say this with my whole fucking chest, I would never use someone's story for my own capital gain. And I think there's a lot of you that already know that about me, but I'm just going to say that for anyone that may question that for any reason, whether preconceived notions, just general distrust of the human race, whatever that is, I would never, ever do anything to harm someone who is, especially who is in like I don't know what the right word is, but in like a harder position in life.
See, Rosie, you can say the words, I would never do this for a capital gain, but that's all you're doing is just saying the words. Because if you are using these teenagers' story as content, if you are talking about them in monetized live streams and videos, then you quite literally are using them for a monetary gain.
But
she like crazy, like especially the first part of her being out there, like she's was the happiest she's been in so long, and that's like one of the reasons why she was eating so much. Yeah, that I was thinking about the gift cards to restaurants, and next time I need to find out what's in the area.
This is weird.
And like what their options are that are accessible. I will figure something that out. Because I know there's like 7-Elevens everywhere, so they can always get food there.
So Rosie starts talking about, hey, let's get Aubrey some gift cards to restaurants and to 7-Eleven. But yet, if you're homeless, wouldn't you rather have a gift card to, say, a grocery store or even Walmart? You can get way more food there than you could at a restaurant. But just like with the Amazon wish list, Rosie's thinking of things that she would like. Oh, and by the way, if you do want to buy a restaurant gift card or an Amazon gift card, well, you can just send that right over to Rosie's email address.
I'd have to find out because I don't know the area and I don't know if there's available. But yeah, that's a really good idea. I can find out what the options are, see if there's any I can ask the Amazon wish list. And then of course, you can always, if you were to want to send any e-gift cards, you can use my email and they will get the codes. But
now, the same day that Rosie went on this road trip on her live stream and got over $200 in donations from her audience after complaining to them that she was all tapped out, she had done everything that she could to help these teenagers, right down to calculating exactly how much gas money she would need to bring this wagon to them, and almost breaking down in tears over how generous everyone was being and helping her to make sure the teenagers were safe. That same day, Rosie went home after this road trip and she filmed an Amazon haul. And it turns out while she was asking her audience to buy things off of the wish list for Aubrey and her boyfriend, things like chips and beef jerky, tugging at the audience's heartstrings. I don't know what they're going to do. Aubrey is so underweight. I'm really worried about them. Rosie did have the money, it turns out, to buy herself 3 big boxes of chips, a new headset, a Neato ball, a coloring book, some expensive protein cereal, a pair of shoes, some fun little push pins, some shampoo, and a pack of nail brushes. Kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? Now, to me, this means one of two things. Either Rosie is sitting there begging her audience to buy things for Aubrey and her boyfriend and lying and saying, oh, I'm all tapped out. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have the money to help them out. I've helped them as much as I physically can. Or once the donations started rolling in, Rosie just magically happened to find some extra money in the budget for all of this crap from Amazon. Either way, it's pretty shady on her part. Anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end it for now. I hope you'll come back for part 2 because if you can believe it, things actually get even worse. But definitely let me know all your thoughts about all of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
The spotlight hits the makeup on your face. A painted smile to hide the empty space. You spin a yarn for every soul inside, while shadows crawl beneath your velvet light. The camera lens is blind to what you saw, but roots run deep where bitter gardens grow. A fable crafted from a hollow vein. You trade your secrets for a